Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the homepage, where you'll be able to see all the products that have been in today's show. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Hello, Linda. Hello.
Morning, Alan.
Do you remember me?
Yeah,
I used to work
so.
here.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I know. I'm so excited. I got the gig. I got the gig today. So if you're a regular JMer, you know who I am, or you might not, because we worked this out. It's Christmas.
Really? Which Christmas?
Yeah.
Seems longer than that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which Christmas? Yeah, just before Christmas.
Gosh.
That's a long time ago, isn't it? That's a long time ago. So I'm Alan. I'm one of the presenters here at headquarters, normally on the other side, on Gems Extra, but for one morning only here on Jewellery Maker. So thank you very much for your company. And if you are brand new, because this happens a lot, I do the same. I'm on the old Zapper. Go through the channels, so you come across this different channel, maybe, different face, then again, a very warm welcome. I'm delighted to be with you. I've got lovely Linda with me in the studio, who is, the reason Linda is here, I should explain, is that Linda does all of the bits that I can't do. I can talk. Do you know, actually saying that though, I mean, I can talk. My producer's laughing, because we've worked together on Gems, and she knows, yeah, he can talk. I've really got into, as you know, making my own. Before Christmas, I attended many a fair and I actually sold some of my bracelets. I was a little bit excited about that.
Really?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
I made some lovely bracelets.
Excellent. Well, perhaps you can give some people some advice, because we get lots of questions on what to do and what not to do at Craft Fest.
Yeah.
So your jewellery. So.
Yeah, I was very nervous. I was really nervous. I had all my bits out, because we made cards, we made some homemade crackers, we had some Christmas logs, all the rest of it.
So
and
you provided a sort of an atmosphere and a background and a bit of ambience to it. Yeah, good idea.
It was the whole setup.
Yeah,
and my first bracelet sale, I was very excited. So if you are into making your jewellery in terms of selling it, obviously don't expect to make $1 million overnight, because obviously, you know, it doesn't happen like that, does it really?
Takes a couple of weeks.
It does take a couple of weeks, but it can happen. So the reason Linda's in the studio with me is that Linda, on the whole, is going to do the making. Okay, she's going to do that. She's going to kind of put together. We're going to go through what we do here at Jewellery Maker, which is providing you with the genuine gemstones, with the findings, and with the tools, and with Linda's expertise. She's going to show you how you can turn those into amazing jewellery designs. We've actually got some brand new kits in today, so we're just a little bit excited, aren't we, Linda?
Oh, we are,
just
absolutely,
a little bit.
Yeah.
Linda gets to see these a little bit in advance.
Lots of opportunity today.
To play with them in advance, to make things with them in advance, and I've already had a little sneaky peek at what she's made. They are fabulous. One of the brand new kits, it's such a cute name to this kit as well. This is Twilight. Beautiful mixture of the sort of monochrome. The black and the white. It's a bit of snowflake obsidian, and if you get used to buying from us, and you get used to your genuine gemstones, you'll get used to all the sort of names that the various gemstones attract you. Perhaps we recognise a quartz. We actually got black rutile quartz in the kit, for example, but you'll start to sort of recognise some of these gemstones, and perhaps if you bought from us previous, you'll recognise some of these gemstones from previous kits. This is brand new in. It's coming up a little bit later on, because we're live. We're live from 9 AM through till 1 o'clock every day, and then we repeat the show. So obviously I'm just thinking, if you are watching the catch-up show, then we're not live, because it's not probably 9 AM. But that kit's still coming up, because you might not have seen the actual show. It's a bit of a strange show, this, isn't it, really? Because it's a bit of a time warp. Director Chloe's probably hit the nail on the head there. I've dug myself a little sort of time hole there. I'm going to stop. I'm not Doctor Who. Right, so that's coming up a little bit later on. The Twilight kit. This is also coming up a bit later on. I told you. We got some brand new kits in. What do you think? Now, I know Linda's already seen this kit, but look at this, this sort of golden sparkle.
Yeah, this is an all pyrite kit.
It's fab, isn't it? And I know lots and lots and lots of you love your pyrite. I know when I've brought pyrite to you previously, you've always jumped on the phone lines for pyrite. It's a beautiful, very sort of iron-rich gemstone. But look at those golden colours. This is called Hit the Jackpot. I love that name. That's a bit of a cheeky name. I keep hoping to win the lotto.
Oh, don't we all?
But do you know what? I'd still come back to work though, Linda.
I don't believe you. Everybody
It's
says
true.
that, so I don't believe you.
No, it's true. It's true. I'd come back here. So hit the jackpot. And the third kit that's also brand new. Now, if you're thinking maybe of your holidays, if you're thinking maybe of warmer climes, how about this? I love these colours. These colours really work well together. Of course, you don't often think of this particular colour maybe in terms of your jewellery, but your sort of peachy tones and your browns coming through here really works together. Actually works very well, lots of skin tones as well, particularly if you are making jewellery for others. That's a phenomenal kit. Remember, sorry, what's the name again? Sorry, Diana. Marrakesh. It was on the tip of my tongue. I wanted to say Marrakech because it's got that CH at the end, doesn't it? Yeah. And sometimes you don't pronounce it that way, do you?
Don't know.
Nina's like, what's he talking about
It's
now?
Monday, I can't think about spelling. I can't think about speaking and about spelling.
So these are brand new kits in. These are all coming up throughout today's show. Right, where would you like me to start first though, Diana? Oh, it's early bird specials, Linda.
Oh, great! I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen any of these,
No,
have you?
I haven't seen any of them.
We've deliberately. Oh, I like that. Who drew that? Oh, it's like the dove from above. That is cute.
That'd be a good idea.
Oh, right. Let's bring that. That was more a pigeon, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh.
Here we go.
So this is the early bird special. Oh, how long have we been on air?
Not long.
About 6 minutes has been told already. That it's already started. Right, early bird deals. As the name implies, you know, you're watching us at this time. You have got yourself the opportunity to grab yourself some phenomenal deals. Now, I was hinting there. We don't show our designer Linda the early bird deals, mainly because we know. No, I know, because you want them, but also because. We like to surprise Linda as well as you with the gemstones, with the prices. Now, this, interestingly, is black labradorite. Now, labradorite, again, this is, monochrome is really in, isn't it?
Huge.
Monochrome is still really, really in. Labradorite tends to be sort of an olivey gemstone, but has this really lovely iridescence, what we call labradorescence. But with your black labradorite, it's a little bit rutile, isn't it? It's a little bit sort of like your rutile quartz. This is going to work really well with any of your sort of pinks in your gemstone collection, or if you go for the twilight, come up a little bit later on, that twilight kit, because remember the black and the whites, the monochrome. Oh, now I'm liking the two words on your screen as well. I'm liking price slash. That means that you're in for an early bird special. In fact, would you like to see the original price? Would you like to see where we have originally brought you black labradorite? Whoa. Yeah, we're going to go to the first. That's not. Is that it? Seriously? Okay, sorry. I just assumed, because I know we've had some technicals over the weekend, I just assumed that we'd had a technical and we'd gone straight to our early bird price. Going lower. Producer Diana, I like your work. 10 minutes in now into the show. I'm liking your work. So £6.95 for your black labradorite. Beautiful strand, lovely sparkle. 8mm faceted rounds. Here comes your price. Here comes your price slash. This morning, as we discussed, watching the catch-up show, in which case it could be night time. It gets terribly confusing. £4 45. Price slash to £4.45 genuine gemstones. Black labradorite. Now this is obviously your continuous. What are our strands? Remind me. This is how long I haven't done. Is it a 38cm strands normally? It is, isn't it? Yeah. I was about to say strand number, and I thought, oh, is that the right? Yes, it is. 38cm strand. You do get a lot for your money, don't you? Particularly at £4.45. I'm thinking, Linda, you're getting an awful lot.
Is that how much it is?
Yeah, see, Linda was too busy.
I was?
You were.
I really was.
You were a little bit busy there.
Yeah. Wow.
You missed that price slash.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh yes. See, if we're waking Linda up on that 4.45,
Wow.
I'm wondering whether you are at home. If you are brand new to us, if you're loving that price, give us a call right now, 0800 644 655. Or if maybe a regular buyer, add it to your order. Maybe your P&P for today is capped at just £4.95 for the entire day, so you can add as many items into your order. Now, if you are calling us, I'm referring to the live show in the here and now. At the moment, there might just be a little bit of a delay on the phone lines, but if you're calling from a BT landline, your call is free. Other networks, there may be a charge, but certainly through BT landline is free. £4.45. Let's again. I mean, I'm just thinking here with your Twilight kit, which is we're going to be bringing up a little bit later on. But just to show you, if you want to kind of turn it into, this is what I was saying about bracelets. I mean, for me, your bracelets are pretty much. Well, are they easier, Linda?
It all depends again on your design. I would say if you're going to start jewellery making, probably to get a little bit of confidence, is start off with your stretchy bracelet.
Yes.
But in the kits you've got all three mediums for different types of beading. But yeah, start off with a stretchy and then work from there. Actually, it's really weird. I was looking at some necklaces in a shop the other day, and they're doing stretchy necklaces now too.
Are they really?
Yeah, with all coloured elastics.
Oh.
Yeah, so absolutely anything that you want to do, you can do. There's no no's.
No
no's at all.
No. I like that. We'll have that. Well, that'll be today's motto.
No no's.
No no's. I like that. That's good. But I'm liking that. I'm liking the stretchy necklace. So early bird deal, £4.45. And I think we're going to leave that with you. But if you are on the lines, hold those phone lines. Black labradorite. Now, we've spoken to Linda. This part of the show, I keep blocking this screen, don't I?
Don't worry about it, Alan.
I'm so sorry. Look, now I'm in the graphics.
It's a nice
I
view.
can't stand in the right place. We're going to challenge Linda. Now, this part of the part of the show is where we challenge you, Linda.
Okay.
We're going to chat. Yeah. Now,
I am quite challenging.
Now, don't worry, we're not going to get you in a jumpsuit and ask you to build a house somewhere. It's not that sort of challenge. Do you want to challenge Annika?
I do, yeah, I like the jump. Sorry, excuse me, my mic's popping out the back of my dress. It is Monday.
That's not Linda preparing herself for a jumpsuit, just to put it out there. Now, this part of the programme, it's all about challenging Linda, because really, as we were mentioning at the very start of the show, this is basically an opportunity to explore more about making genuine gemstone jewellery yourself, and we want to kind of show you throughout the live show, so all the time that we're with you from here until 1 o'clock, how easy it is to create the jewellery. So I'm going to just move over. Okay, so move. That's what I love about this channel. I get to move around. And I'm allowed to. I get told to as well. If I move around on other channels, I get told off.
Oh no, feel free on.
And Deanna and I used to work together on that other channel, on Gems Extra, and he'd be like, sit still, sit still. So,
God, we're a bit neon today, aren't we, with our stripes in the background too? You can't miss us this morning, can you?
So, the reason I moved is you're going to set you a little challenge.
Brilliant.
Hello, Jack. Young Jack. Do I gather it's a little bit of a star, ladies? I've seen the Facebook page. No, the other Facebook page. I've seen that one. Yeah, it's a bit of a starry, is this one? Yeah. So, chatting to Linda, we're about to give you a little kit to work with. Now, again, if you're brand new to Jewellery Maker, you are going to see a lot of kits. We've already shown you the newbies coming up. But this is another kit. I think, Linda, one of the benefits of this, and you mentioned this a moment ago in terms of getting to grips with like stretchy bracelets and the like, is being able to have in a kit, an entire kit, all of the findings, all of the gemstones. I mean, you've basically got, I mean, in this kit we're showing you here, for example, you mentioned stretchy bracelets. So you actually get your stretchy elastic as well as your wire, but you've also got these 3 beautiful strands, and they're kind of very different, but they're very complementary at the same time, aren't they?
They are actually, yeah. Again, this is probably it's a good way to start jewellery making a kit for people that are just starting out. But then when you get a kit that's quite diverse like this in its gemstone format, then it can be quite a challenge to people that are a little bit concerned about working outside the so-called colour box.
Yes.
You know, and just to show you that gemstones do actually work together.
Because actually on paper you might not necessarily have thought, oh, well, I've put together these 3 strands. Now your 3 strands, with what you have there, these are all agate. This is your dyed pink agate, which is the larger that you can see there, the different colours. Although we describe them as pink, they also got your fancy fire agate as well as your black agate. So in fact, if I put the other 2 strands alongside, this is what I was saying about the different shapes, different sizes, and actually, as Linda was saying, no nose.
No, there isn't. I mean, if you do look closely at the gemstone, I mean, the fire agates are going to be working with the pinks and the greens, because you will find those colours within the other gemstone, and then you've got your backdrop and your spacers there.
Very pretty sort of the black agate, and this is what we call a faceted bead, and basically, as the name suggests, each of the beads faceted, so they give it a lovely reflection of light. They give us a really lovely sort of light sparkle. Actually, saying that, the fire agate have as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they do. Look at the tiny faceting on that. It's beautiful,
really pretty. They don't quite. In fact, it wasn't until I started to move those that actually I picked out that they had been faceted, and it just gives you that little bit of that sort of sparkly lustre.
It's almost a different style of faceting, that one to that one, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. The black agates are much larger.
Yeah.
And with beautiful colours with the dyed pinks. Now, this is your kit, which is called Sweet Provence. We've actually also got with the kit, remember we were saying about the, you get everything really in terms of this kit to kind of get your jewellery making underway. There are all 925 stone silver pieces here. They're actually 30. Here they are. So you get, within the kit, and this is why from day one when we started Jewellery Maker, which is just over 2 years ago now, I can't believe it's over 2 years now, I know. That we basically, with the kits, we wanted to kind of bring you everything in order to kind of get jewellery making. I guess what you need is the tools, actually, and what Linda will be showing throughout the course of the show, the various tools to kind of get the gemstones and the fastenings and the wire and everything to get together to create the jewellery. And during the course of the challenge, you're going to turn this kit into jewellery, right before our very eyes. So as part of the challenge, we're going to set Linda for this show, and again, just to show you how easy it is to maybe get jewellery making. Okay, this kit we have sold previously at £21.95, which actually is a brilliant price.
It is brilliant, of course it is, absolutely brilliant.
When you consider you're getting all of these genuine gemstone strands, you're getting all the agate strands, you're getting your stretchy elastic, you're getting your wire, you're getting all of your sterling silver findings as well. But you're not going to pay £21.95 today.
Oh my!
We're going to do a little bit of a special challenge Linda price here for you, just £17.95. So for less than £20 now, our Sweet Provence. Is that how you say it? Is it Provence? It is, isn't it? Ooh la la. It's a little bit France.
I can see why though. I mean, with the sort of lavender colours that come through on the lavender fields.
Yes, the lavender fields with those lovely colours from the agate there, your Sweet Provence. So, have you, and at a great price, Don't miss out on the deal, even if it's the recorded bit. So even if you're catching up after 1 o'clock this afternoon, if it's in the afternoon or it's in the evening, at the night, I would still make that phone call. You never know, somebody might not check the basket out, or there may still be some of the kits available. You can still get this kit home. 0800 666 555.
I mean, Alan, I just want to make the point that it's easy. I mean, with the Jewellery Maker here, I know everybody here works hard to get the rock bottom price that we can study, but it's very easy within that sort of effort to lose sight of the fact that there's sterling silver in this kit and there's 3 strands of quality gemstone. And at $17.95, if you really take the time to think about it, that is astronomical value, because you're going to get upwards of perhaps 5 pieces, a minimum of 5. So it is huge value. And again, with a kit, you're always going to have excess beading, thread, etc. Your sterling silver findings are always going to be there. So if you're having this kit and you're going to use it for your own use, then you can always take the jewellery apart again and redesign, restyle it. So the value within a kit like this is huge.
I must admit, that's one of the things we picked up on the very early days, wasn't it? That you could, well, first of all, you got a lot of wire. We worked out you had so much wire, you would actually make your jewellery and still have. Yeah, it was about, wasn't it, 60? Yeah. And so you could basically have loads of wire left over for other future projects. But actually, when you start making and you start wearing and then you start sort of remaking, you know, you get all of your value. We are going to give you, and I think you might have them hidden away. There's the jump.
Yes, I've got some jump rings. Yes, I have. Yes, I've got a packet of jump rings down here, but I've taken them apart, so they're here. That's all I got first, was jump rings. What am I going to do with jump rings?
You were slightly worried that was all you're going to have with your challenge, weren't you?
Yeah, I thought that was very challenging.
So
we've got. Oh,
hello. Let's have a look at some of the jump rings.
They're the open jump rings. Okay, so they do tend to, in the packet, all join together, but they're open jump rings, so you just gently lever them open.
Okay, so when you talk about open jump rings, basically they've been cut.
Yeah, they've already been cut. I mean, there's closed jump rings and there's open jump rings.
You will get, when you're ordering for these, you get 50 of these, and the item code I've got is MNGP28 for the 50 jump rings. So alongside the Sweet Provence jewellery kit, you also, and so Linda was slightly concerned that's all she had to play with as part of the challenge, Linda, was the 50 pieces of the open jump. You could have made a very nice glamorous long necklace.
I would have made something, yes.
I know you would have made something.
Yeah, linking the jump rings. But jump rings are a phenomenal asset to a jewellery maker, because they're not just a mechanic. You can turn them, and we do have a chainmail DVD, and you can turn them into fantastic jewellery, or sort of chainmail links for your gemstone, or just even on their own, they look good.
Yeah, and it's so very versatile.
Very versatile. Yeah, you try and think of your findings in that way, really, in a versatile way, and try and make them look a real good component part of the piece. That's, you know, when you finished it, you can see the full beauty of them.
We're going to do a price slash on these, though, Linda.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a first. I'm sure that's a first.
For sterling silver.
Yeah.
Yeah. $12.95 originally.
Wow.
So we are going to price slash these. I think there's price slash previous on the Late Show, but we are going to do it here this morning.
Wow.
Now that is quite a significant price slash.
It is, and again, don't underestimate the use of them. You know, you might look at them and think, oh, they're jump rings, but they really are useful. Really, really, really useful. As I will try and perhaps show. How useful they are.
I'm hoping so too. Have you got some ideas already?
Yes,
just very quickly.
Yes, I have. I'm certainly going to do a little bit of very, very simple chainmail and link the larger agates together as a central part of a necklace, and then go from there, really.
So we're going to leave Linda with the challenge. So we've got the sterling silver jump rings, price slash $6.95, plus the Sweet Provence jewellery kit, which again we have price slashed for you this morning. Place your order. Remember, your P&P is capped just once for the entire day, so you can keep adding to your order there. $4.95. Linda, I'm going to leave those with you.
Okay, great.
All right? And what we're going to do is throughout the show, is we're going to come back to Linda with regards to her challenge, and I'm going to keep interrupting you though, if that's all right.
That's fine.
So I'll keep interrupting our Linda because throughout the day, throughout the show, we're going to be obviously bringing you some more of the kits, plus of course some of those in terms of the Twilight kit and the Marrakesh kit, plus of course challenge. Right, we've got more new in though. Oh yes. Now, remember we showed you the black labradorite. I'm thinking if you want an amazing gemstone and an amazingly big look at that to complement the black labradorite that we had for you, it's going to be planned. It's quite right next door, pointing out a little similar to the shirt colour today. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? This is pink quartz, fuchsia pink quartz. And if I just very momentarily, is that all right? If I just grab the black labradorite. Now, black labradorite we've already brought you as part of the early bird deals, but like Linda was saying a moment ago, I mean, literally is no nose, but also, you know, you don't have to kind of necessarily think about the sort of colour boxes. You can think outside of it, and I think your soft greyish sort of tints to the black labradorite with that faceting, with that lustre, alongside substantial fuchsia pink quartz, very complementary, and I suspect your fuchsia pink quartz here will be very complementary to some of the kits, to some of the other strands, because what we like doing here at Jewellery Maker is we like giving you, as you've seen in the challenge actually, we like giving you the kit, but we also like giving you the extras so you can really build upon the kit, which is why we do strands like this. Remember, you're looking at an average of 38 centimetre strand, brand new in today. It's very striking, very substantial size, and bearing in mind that these are all genuine gemstones. It's not like, and I mentioned at the start of the show today, I've made my own jewellery, and I have used non-gemstones, and that's not a bad thing. But obviously, with regards to those, they are, of course, mass-produced. So what you have here is a genuine gemstone. So this is a gemstone that's been mined, a gemstone that's been cut, a gemstone, obviously, that it's so difficult to replicate in terms of Mother Nature. You know, she's not a production line ultimately. So with this strand, you're getting something very unique, you're getting something very special. Very striking colour, isn't it? I'm just thinking here, upcoming season, summer season, we often think of summer season as brighter colours, more vivacious colours, very sort of prominent colours. Fuchsia, quartz, plain rounds, about 40 millimetres on average. New in today. Look at the price, because this is, when you consider what you're getting, this at less than £10, less than £9, less than £8. This is an amazing opportunity for you to own your fuchsia pink quartz. Beautiful, aren't they? Just very striking, very bold. And very contemporary as well, if you want to put these alongside, you know, the black labradorites, the Twilight kit. And actually, I'm just thinking as well, again, I'm going to keep interrupting Linda. She's going to keep, by 1 o'clock, she's going to hate me. I'm thinking some of the colours from your challenge kit, Sweet Provence kit.
Fantastic highlight, wouldn't it? Yeah, a nice. It's great to have to purchase strands as well as the kits, because they will work together. And it's just great to have that opportunity of thinking, oh, I've got such and such in my stash, and just putting one into a design as well is quite on trend at the minute.
And of course, the other thing it does do, of course, it makes your kits go even further.
Of course it does, yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
I know your kits, and this is what, if you've never bought from us before, this is going to be like, you get the Sweet Provence kit, and it was, what was the price of Sweet Provence, Deanna? It was, £17.95. I'm thinking that under £20. It's a sort of try us out price, isn't it? And you start making, thinking all the jewellery you can make from that one kit. But actually, if you add a strand, you start making even more jewellery. And that's the beauty of buying from us here at Jewellery Maker, is that we can bring you not only these incredible deals, but we can also allow you then to really make your kits go even further still. So brand new in today, your fuchsia pink quartz, phenomenal value here at just $7.95. Here you are. Here's your phone number: 0800 644 655. £4.95. And of course, as I mentioned before, your P&P is capped at just £4.95 for the entire day. So that does give you the advantage of adding kits and strands and findings and anything else from today's show that takes your fancy. You can add it to your whole order there, and your P&P is still capped. Now, for the purpose of the live show, so if you're calling right now on the live show, at the moment there is just a little bit of a queue on the phone lines, but bear with us, we will get to your call. So calling from BT landline, your call is free. Right, £7.95, brand new in for your fuchsia pink quartz. I will leave those there with you there. It's £7.95. Now then, here's a quick look at one of them. Again, if you perhaps just joined us, then you missed out on the very, very sneaky peek of 3 brand new kits coming in a little bit later on. This is of just one of the kits, a very striking gemstone. This is pyrite, very much an iron-rich gemstone, but it gives you beautiful golden splashes coming up very, very soon. This is all pyrite. This is Hit the Jackpot, an inspired name, and I think will go very nicely with some of the strands that we're going to be showing you and have already shown you in the show. So it's Hit the Jackpot coming a little bit later on, but we've got some price slashes for you. Again, this is a great opportunity if you're watching right now to grab yourself some bargains. Now I've got quite a few deals lined up for you. Where shall I start, Dan? I've got loads to bring you actually. Oh, okay, I've got some, I think I've got amethyst actually. These are pretty. These are there. In fact, again, maybe this is just, don't know, part of my designer eye coming out, but I'm thinking with your pinks and purples, these are going to work very, very nicely. The fuchsia pink quartz that we had just a moment ago, that brand new strand in, I'm thinking here, alongside the faceted beads that we have here for you. Quite an unusual shape actually, because we're quite used to seeing, aren't we, rounds and certainly sort of plain rounds as well as faceted rounds. But here, very pretty shapes, very pretty colours. And again, it comes back to what I was saying a moment ago with regards to the whole aspect of Mother Nature here, in the sense that the colours are not uniform, because obviously this is all down to Mother Nature creating these exquisite stones. We have plump drops. That's quite a sweet name. Plump drops, which have been faceted, so you get this really lovely sort of burst of surface luster as well. So remembering that we're bringing you a price slash for you as well. So if you're into your purples, and again, a big, big colour right now, your purples, and perhaps alongside your pinks, and we brought you that lovely pink quartz just a moment ago, are looking about 6mm each, $13.95. If you're already thinking, now bearing in mind these are amethyst, okay, so these are all genuine gemstones, 38cm strand. If you're thinking $12.95 is a great price, you want to get calling right now. You want to start taking advantage, because actually that's not your price slash. Oh no, we at 30, I beg your pardon, I can't read, 13, what did I just say? Yeah, did I say the wrong price in my head? Yeah. I can't read. Oh no. At the weekend I met with my friends and we had dinner out, and we remarked on a certain age, because in March I reached a certain number, significant number, and they said within months that's your hearing and your eyesight gone. That prophecy has just come true. I'm sure I said $12.95. I said $13.95. But that's not your price though. It's not your price. I think I'm thinking that Diana's trying to send me £6.95. That's more like it. £6.95. Genuinely. Oh, dear me. It may be till after next Christmas that you see me again. Here on Jewellery Maker. Genuine amethyst, beautifully cut, beautifully faceted. Again, if you are watching us and you're on the phone lines already, thank you very much for joining us this morning. If you're experiencing a little bit of a delay on the phone lines, bear with us. You're calling from BT landline, your call is free. But as you can imagine, at £6.95, this particular strand is creating a lot of buzz on the phone lines right now. You can also, if you're logged into our website, of course, jewellerymaker.com, you can buy online, but don't forget to check your basket out to take advantage of these price slashes. Your P&P still, of course, capped in at £4.95. So, if you're on the lines right now, £6.95. If you're on the lines now, just hold that phone line for me, okay? During the live show, it is creating, I think it's because it's amethyst at basically under £7. I think that's probably why it's causing a lot of interest on the phone lines right now. So do hold the phone lines for me. Now, which one, sorry, Deanna, we wanted? Oh, are they faceted? These are very pretty colours. Oh, Linda, you'll like these. I like these. I like the colour strand as well.
Oh, aren't they gorgeous? Well, those are real, what I call jewel gems.
They are, I know what you mean, actually. Yeah, like proper colours, like really vibrant, really lively colours. Fabulous, aren't they? These are your multicolour agate puffy coins. I've always think quite an endearing term, and the reason it's called that, if I just grab one for you, sorry Tom, he's also hoping I won't be back till after Christmas. I keep moving things around, sorry Tom, but I want to show you why it's called a puffy coin. Can you see that you've basically got quite actually it's a bit better there, isn't it? You've got quite a width to the actual coin itself, so a coin shape, and then you've quite a width to them, and they've been faceted as well. So that's why you've got basically a description there called puffy coins, just so you're kind of getting used to all the different terminology there that we use for the different types of cuts, different strands. £6. Oh, so we price slashed already there, Deanna? We must have done at that price, mustn't we, Linda? We must have done. Yes. No? No? Oh, okay. I'm thinking here, if you're in for your bargains, definitely watching. I don't know whether this. Oh my word, that would make a lovely bracelet actually. Actually, a nice long drop necklace, Linda. I'm thinking with like that, like Linda said, like proper jewels. Yeah. Yeah, you like your real classics. This is not your price, okay? Your price slash. Your multicolours. Oh, it's like a little tombola, isn't it? Remember those little things you used to get, like where it says price slash? You used to open it up to get a little ticket out and say who'd won. Gosh, that's going back a while. I told you I'd reach a significant age. My goodness me. Less than £5. Less than £5. Oh, dearie me. Amazing, amazing price. And I'm thinking again, if you're looking to, and obviously we've given you a little bit of a sneaky peek at some of the new kits that are coming through, but if you've already got a kit at home, or if perhaps you've gone for the Sweet Provence, then go for this as well. And do what a lot of our ladies do as well, which of course, and gentlemen, I know plenty of gentlemen that are into their jewellery making as well, is get yourself a little stash. I don't know, but you must have. Do you have a spare room, Linda, where you put all your? Yeah. I'm not a spare house. You've got that special room where you've just got little trays full of. Yeah, absolutely. I had to invest in. I can't say the brand, but they're like these little plastic drawers. You open them out and take the lids off, and I had to. I always got to the point where I was going to number them and label them. I thought that's a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. No. Actually, no. We do have the equipment. That you see, you haven't been on for a while, have you? No. We do have the equipment now for numbering and labelling. Do you? Yes, I'm sure that it'll be mentioned in. I may have to invest. Yes. I may have to invest, but yeah. So my little spare room, loads. Get it to your stash. £4.95. If you haven't maybe got in your mind a project that you're thinking your puffy agates will go for or go with. Keep watching because you might find a kit yet. Now, which one now? Sorry, Deanna. Oh, now, actually, I like these. These are like a very sort of soft sort of lilac-y tone. These would go rather nicely with your amethyst. Remember the amethyst that we brought you a moment ago? This would go rather nicely with the amethyst, or indeed your pinks and purples. I still think your pinks and purples go really nicely together. These are, again, your puffy oval. So you've got an oval shape, but puffy because of the sort of the width. So quite substantial, aren't they? If you want those longer drop necklaces, or if you want your bracelets or even earrings. You could add these into your earring design. You could perhaps have little sort of pearls, seed pearls either side, or other gemstones. But you could use these maybe as a focal point to your earrings. The original price for your 20 by 50 millimeters. Now again, you see, I'm thinking $6.95. That's already an amazing price, isn't it? Diana, Bridget James has gone, things have changed. They have. That's all. $6.95. But apparently we are going lower still. We've actually got a price slash for it. I'm just going to give you an idea into your bracelet formation. I always struggle with the name for this gemstone, lapidolite.
I mean, you have, to be truthful, Alan, you have the experience of working on the other channels.
Yes.
And seeing the made-up jewellery in the gemstone, don't you? So consequently, I can imagine that you do get quite surprised by the prices.
Well, I do, because like these are all genuine gemstone strands.
Exactly.
And at $4.95, I'm just thinking how many pieces of jewellery you could make from this strand. And as you say, on Gems and Gems, actually, you kind of buy the made jewellery. It's all made for you. But at $4.95, it still doesn't comprehend.
No.
But go for it, and that's why the phone line, again, phone lines are very busy. Again, if you're watching the catch-up show, if you're watching the repeat show, still make the phone call. It could still be available because you might find someone's basket hasn't checked out, or for whatever reason there's a strand or strands that are still available. I know at $4.95 you're probably thinking on the catch-up show, oh, I probably won't bother calling, they'll have sold out. Still try. Calling for a BT landline to call is free. There's no harm in trying. During the live show, of course, right now, if you can make that call, it's yours right now by placing a call. 0800 644 655 and check out the website, jewellerymaker.com to buy online as well. Very soft lilac, so if you kind of like those more muted lilac-y tones, and let me just show what I mean, because the amethyst, which we showed you a moment ago, can you see how that difference between the colours, the softer pink, sort of softer lilac tones of the lepidolite, alongside those classic sort of deep purples of the amethyst? But actually with the amethyst, you do get some of those, again, sort of lilac tones, sort of almost like a pink, actually, a Rose de France amethyst in the mix there as well. Lovely combination. So $4.95. We have price slashed that for you. Now, here's a gemstone which I know, again, very, very popular. And come back to Linda's point, if you see this next gemstone in made jewellery, you can expect to see some very significant prices, because I'm just thinking, I don't even know where producer Dana is going to take our lapis lazuli strand. Deep, deep cobalt blue. Isn't that lovely? That really, and in fact, if you go for the upcoming hit, the jackpot jewellery kit, there is a little connection with the gemstone that's in the kit with this lapis lazuli, and the lapis lazuli contains pyrite inclusions, and of course it's pyrite that we've used in Hit the Jackpot. So it's very complementary to pyrite, those goldens, but actually blues and golds. Again, I think a very classic combination of colours. I'm really scared actually about the price, because I'm thinking here lapis lazuli, it's a classic gemstone. It's been around for thousands of years. See, now this is why I'm worried, because I'm thinking surely that's the price we're slashing to, £6.95, but apparently not. We're actually going to take your lapis lazuli even lower. As I say, a classic amongst your gemstones. Oh, I love this. With my name against the figures for this morning. Right, Dan has just revealed to me. Oh, I haven't checked, by the way. Really? Oh no. Oh. Are you sure? Oh, I like it now. She's backtracking there. She's going, yeah, it's fine. Really casual. Yeah, don't worry, it's fine. That'd be lapis lazuli. I've just seen how many people are coming to the phone lines now you've just said that. Oh, no. So, yeah, this is not your price. It's a tombola. I like this. And the winner is, oh my word, you, £4.45. Again, get it into your stash, get these home. Have you seen people on the phone lines now, Linda? Look.
Well, they're sensible people out there, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
Jewellery makers are probably the most sensible people on the planet.
Oh, dear. You're very wise today, Linda. You're very, very wise. We've had the no-nos, and jewellery makers are very wise people. I like it. Yeah, I like
Well, I think
coming
we're very
over here.
canny lot, aren't we? Everybody wants a bargain, but you know, lapis lazuli. I mean, just one of those would make a lovely ring, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just one set.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. I mean, I did actually see in a very well-known jewellery shop, not even a jewellery shop, a very high-end jewellers.
Yeah.
Saw a lapis stone set in a 9-carat gold setting, and it was, I think it was 1,200 and something pounds.
Hey?
Yeah, I know that's. I mean, obviously this was a high-end lapis stone, but
Yeah.
it wasn't that much bigger than that. But it just. I'm not saying, you know, spend that sort of money on a piece of jewellery like that, but you're going to get the same look, aren't you? I mean, not all of us are that clued up as to seeing, well, that's a fantastic diamond and that's a so-so. So, you know, consequently, for that price.
It's amazing, isn't it? There is going to be a bit of a delay on the phone lines right now. Have you seen that? Yeah. So if you're calling, and you're calling from a BT landline, your call is free, remember. £4.45. I could give you another little look to your lapis lazuli. Please, please, please do not hang up. You do not want to miss out. You don't want to miss out on this bargain, £4.45. Morning, Sarah. I've just seen Sarah's text. Morning, Sarah. Sarah from Surrey. Sarah who says, very good morning to you all. Apparently my laughter is infectious, which is, I think it's a good thing. Which is a good thing. So just, oh no, Sarah, off today because of illness. A coffee, a sofa, duvet, JM Gems and presenters, and your eyes are glued to Linda for more great tips. Sarah, we hope from all of us here you'll get well very, very soon. Thank you very much for spending the time to send a little text, and I'm hoping that, yes, Linda is going to inspire you. And if you want to drop us a text, it's very, very easy. If I can remember the number, what's the number? Gosh, what's the number? I can't remember the number now. That's... Sorry, we're going to read out the next message. There's your number, 60777. And then start the text with JM Studio. It's very important, by the way, it's very important you put JM Studio, otherwise it just goes into the ether, just disappears. So JM Studio. But I want to say morning to Mandy Sue in Cumbria. Who says, hi to Linda and to, see, look, Jack gets a mention.
Jack does.
Look, Jack and all the crew. Oh, don't, his head's already too big. Don't, oh my. Oh, dear me, he is available to open supermarkets, weddings, all sorts. He's available. So, Linda, Jack, all the crew, just on the telly on, don't know who the presenter is, but you're doing a marvellous job. Thank you, Mandy. Well, at least it's still got everyone here. It has me as well. Thanks, Mandy. I'm Alan. I'm not normally here, but yeah, thank you very much. Up next... Oh, still holding the phone lines for the lapis lazuli. Okay, don't hang up, still available. If you're watching the catch-up show, again, still hold those phone lines. If you're calling right now, you can still be in luck. Have a look at this kit, though. Hey, look at it. I like the name. I mean, we're really hopeful that you're going to hit the jackpot with this kit. That was a tumbleweed moment, I think, as called in the trade. Don't look at me like that, Jack. Well, I thought it was quite good. I thought it was quite good. Hit the jackpot. This is a fabulous, fabulous new. Fabulous new kit in. Now, I mentioned with the lapis lazuli strand, I was talking about the fact that with your lapis lazuli, you have a really, really beautiful inclusion which looks like gold. And with this gemstone, okay, this is the pyrite in its own right. And in fact, the little known story behind this gemstone is also referred to as fool's gold. And you can see why. When they were panning for gold, you know those in your history lessons, they always talk about the big gold rush. They used to, in America, the big gold rush, and they used to go panning for gold. They thought, wow, I've struck lucky, I've hit the jackpot. I'll get me coat. With the gold, but actually they hadn't. What they'd actually discovered in most cases was pyrite, and that's why it was given the term fool's gold. This kit, I'm thinking, if you want maybe like big, full-on glamour jewellery, I'm thinking with those big ovals, if you want like a really nice long drop necklace, you could have bracelets, you could have earrings to match. But remember what Linda was saying as well with the kits. Once you've made your jewellery, there's nothing to stop you from kind of undoing what you've made, remake it, add some of the other colours. We've shown you amethyst, we've shown you lapis lazuli, we've shown you labradorite, black labradorite. Let's take a look. Do you know, the thing that I find really curious about pyrite is it has all of the character, has all of the, even the feel, even the weight of a substantial sort of metallic element almost. Because it's obviously very iron rich, it has got this incredible metallic presence. And as I said at the very start of today's show, whenever we brought you pyrite previously, it just flies out of the door. And I think that this kit is going to be very, very popular. I don't know if you would agree with that, Arlinda.
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. We've been asked for an all pyrite kit time and time again. And now we've been able to get it at the right price.
Yeah, and that's going to be the important thing. It's going to be the price, isn't it? Because you're going to be thinking, all of this, you know, all of this very much that sort of gold look about this jewellery. You're going to be thinking, oh, now this is going to be a considered price for this kit, or this is going to be a big, big price tag. We, because of our buying power, and again, you know, because obviously we're all part of a family of channels here. So I mentioned the fact that I'm normally on Gems Extra, for example. So we've got 3 channels here. Now that obviously creates, for us, a very big sort of power base in terms of buying gemstone strands. And obviously one of the purposes of us when we set Jewellery Maker up over 2 years ago was our ability to kind of use our expertise in gemstones to create kits. Now bearing in mind that this is the entire kit, including the gemstone strands, that our buying power means that we have been able to bring you an all pyrite kit at a phenomenal deal. But you don't just get the pyrite strands. Remember, this is the gold plated copper finding. So basically, we're keeping that gold theme. We're still maintaining that gold theme throughout. So the pyrite with the gold plated copper, and you get all of the findings. All of the findings alongside these 3 strands. Significant sized ovals, faceted pyrite rounds, and smaller still. And look at that glitter, that real sort of golden glisten to the pyrite, and a lovely finish as well. Brand new in today. Beautiful pyrite golds, fool's gold. Brand new kit in, hit the jackpot. Now I know Linda, you've already had a little sneaky peek of this particular kit.
There's an extra in here as well. I don't know whether, because it's in the list of the findings, but there's also an extra. If you look in the findings bag, there's
it's like Christmas,
a connector.
Isn't it? I like this.
We've got a very pretty plated gold connector in there as well that we've popped in as a bonus. Now, a filigree connector.
Oh, is it?
That's it.
Oh, that is pretty. Let me show you what Linda's talking about, because this is really, really pretty.
It's just a little something that's
just adds to the detail, doesn't it?
Yes, it just puts a little highlight in there, and it works beautifully with pyrite.
That is so pretty, isn't that? It's gorgeous. Like you say, connector. So you've basically got links on either side. to create a kind of, like you say, connect to the design. I dare say we'll be seeing this. And again, one of the reasons why our Linda's with me in the studio is that because you had a chance to work this kit already, we're actually going to show you some of the examples of what the kit contains. Now, I did mention that the kit, because it does contain an awful lot in this bag you get in the kit, gold-plated copper. The only thing that isn't is this actual connector, and actually the connector here is gold plating on 925 sterling silver. So the rest of your findings are gold plating on copper, with the exception to the connector, which is gold on silver. Right. I mentioned our buying power. I mentioned that it brings us the ability to be able to put together a whole pyrite kit for you. I'm guessing now the important thing is to show you the price that we can now bring you. Now, this is 3 strands of pyrite, 3 stunning strands. And bearing in mind that because even with that price there, you're thinking, oh my word, like that price right now, so you're under 30 pounds. It's not even as if we put 3 tiny strands together. These are, look at the size of these ovals alone. Even look here, you've got substantial sized £27.95. Now, just to let you know, and obviously this is really with regarding to the live show, we have hit just a very slight technical gremlin in the background. I'm not going to bore the full story. Needless to say, at the moment, our team are looking into the technical issue behind this particular kit. So if you are having problems buying this kit, bear with us. The best advice I can give you is either keep trying, or we'll try and let you know during the live show, because obviously watching the repeated show, you should hopefully have no problems then. So apologies about that. So at the moment, that price, we will obviously hold for you. If you are having technical problems or having a problem getting this kit, obviously I can only apologise. It's just one of those things that occasionally happens. So bear with us. We'll get it sorted out for you. So substantial sized pyrite ovals here with this entire kit. So as promised, rather than me, can I interrupt you, Linda? Is that all right?
Sure.
So, as promised, one of the things that we like to do is we like to keep obviously I keep getting in your way, don't I?
No, it's fine.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Don't forget, we also had challenge Linda. So Linda's still working a little challenge. She can stop that just for a second. And this is the Hit the Jackpot kit. I love the fact that you can get, and I know this is one of the things we talk about whenever we bring you a kit, is just the amount of jewellery that you can make. And you've come up with
we've
6.
numbered them there. If anybody quickly wants to text in on a particular piece that they'd like a demonstration on, that's fine. But I think we're going to have to be fairly quick on that, aren't we, on those text? Is that right?
Yeah.
Other than that, I'll let Alan choose.
I love the fact that you've got these big ovals of the pyrite.
Yeah, exactly. They're a statement, aren't they? I mean, the rest of the... it's balanced. It's very, very balanced. I absolutely adore having a small faceted gemstone within a kit. That doesn't matter to me how big the rest of the gemstone is. A 4 or a 3 mil gemstone is a joy to have because it just gives some structure.
Yeah, definitely.
With those larger stones.
But I think it's just that knowing that our price is under £30, and you know, in your mind you think, oh, that must mean they're going to be quite small pieces of pyrite. But the fact you've got, you know, for me, these are very statement pieces, these large ovals.
Absolutely.
But like you say, you've then got the balance with the smaller pyrites. So we've got the faceted pyrites. But also there's a lot of because of the chain that you get with the kit as well, isn't there?
Yes.
So you've got that lovely,
well.
the lovely connector. That's the one that the connector's got the gold on silver.
That's right.
So we showed you, I'll just get that number out of the way just for a second. Can you see there that what Linda has done is used the connector there as part of the design. And bearing in mind, again, if you're new to us at Jewellery Maker, and perhaps you're watching us for the very first time this morning, what you see here is from the kit.
Yeah, everything.
You haven't had anything else?
Nope.
There's no extras. Apart from, obviously, tools, apart from the actual tools, let me just get that out of the way there, that's it. The actual tools in terms of making the jewellery, everything you see here was exactly taken from that kit that I had on my desk just a moment ago. In terms of the contents, obviously not that same kit, because you're a fast work if you did that in a few seconds. That's a proper challenge, isn't it? So, all of these pieces of jewellery, stunning, and I think that for me, it's the gold plating and the pyrite that works together. The size of the pyrite.
It works really well. It really highlights the gold in the pyrite. It makes those facets really shine golden. That's what I think that. I mean, to be honest, it would work probably just as nicely with silver, but the gold somehow gives it that gold rush look, doesn't it?
Now, I know we've had some text already. If you're interested about the numbers, it was just, we just thought what we might do, it's Monday morning, and we just thought, hey, it might be, it's beginning of the week, perhaps you're looking for some inspiration, and it might be you've spotted something on the display stand here with regards to the Hit the Jackpot kit, and if there's particularly something you want to see, I think at the moment, I think it's the number 3 bracelet. So that at the moment appears to be in the lead. If you want to have, in fact, let's have a quick look around at some of the designs. Here is your necklace number 1, so just use your usual text number, and then Gem Studio, put that obviously at the beginning of the text message, and then obviously just put either number 1 or number 2, which is the other necklace I have here for you. If there's a particular technique, or if it's something you want to look for in this necklace. Number 3, which is the bracelet at the moment that as I say, is that one that's getting quite a lot of interest. I suspect it might be the connector, actually. Number 4, if you want to see the technique associated with bracelet number 4, again, just put that in the number in your text message. Number 5 is a beautiful pair of earrings, which are the lovely sort of chandelier, actually, aren't they? The chandelier earrings. And then number 6 is the second pair of earrings we've got on the display stand. Yeah, just start your text message with JM Studio at 60777, and then JM Studio. Then your standard network normal charges apply. And as I say, start your text message with JM Studios. Let us know, and we'll get back to you with regards to one of the techniques. Up next, how about we have a quick look at some of your designs? Because what we love doing here at Jewellery Maker is seeing what you have come up with in terms of the kits and the strands. So up next is Wall of Fame. So really easy actually with your wall. They've got some great designs, haven't they? I've missed this bit of the show. I love these. It's your Wall of Fame entry. It's very easy. Just email studio@jewellerymaker.com, and it's. Is it still Wednesdays? Yeah, the winner is still poured out on the Wednesday. £50 is credited to the runner-up, £100 credited to the winner, Jane account. You can go first.
Okay, I've got one here. This is number 422, and it's from Alan Fox.
Oh, I was going to say, it's not me.
Yeah. It's Alan, I think it's Alan, who does all the little animals, I think. You know, all the little, the animals that we have at, I think you saw one, didn't you? You really, the little critters.
Yes.
That's the word I'm looking for. Anyway, it's Alan. Hi, Alan. And Alan says, hi to all the gang at Jewellery Maker. Here's my entry for the week's Wall of Fame. I've been making several flowers lately, and here is a set using howlite in the flowers with a little wire work, with the remainder of gemstone and red and white agate. Saving up to get the bronze and copper kit, don't blame me there, Alan, so that I can try something new. That's lovely, Alan. Really, really, really beautiful.
Pretty design. I like the colours again. I love the
howlite's really big at the minute.
Yeah, I noticed that. Howlite's really in at the moment. Now, 423 I have here. This is Karen. Morning, Karen, or if you're watching a catch-up show, it could be an afternoon or an evening.
You certainly could, yes.
I'm in a time warp again. I'm in that time warp. So Karen in Manchester, who has the Dark Echo kit actually to thank for the necklace, 95 stone and silver findings. Hoping it makes it, hoping it's good enough for the Wall of Fame. Absolutely, Karen, you've been selected. Only been making jewellery for about 11 months, and order ready is hooked on JM. record it every day. You see, that's why I knew it was going to be it might be a good afternoon or an evening. And you just ordered the metal clay kit, and that's Karen. So congratulations, Karen, you're on the Wall of Fame.
This is beautiful.
I like that. It's nice.
I love the
dark,
colour.
dark
It's
green.
beautiful. This is number 421, and it's from Devin in Shepshed. Sorry, it's been stapled down. I can't read it just a second. Right. Hi, JM. This is my entry to this week's Wall of Fame, and it's my very first one. Wow. This is made from. Can you pronounce that, please?
Oh gosh, that would be chalcopyrite
puffy squares.
Ooh, I like those.
Wow, from Jewellery Maker. God, I didn't see those. I missed those. They must have shot in and shot out. Say it again, Alan. Calco, is it?
I'm thinking that's chalcopyrite. That's a new one. I've got to confess, that's a new one on me as well.
And glass and seed beads, all from her mum's stash. I'm hoping to win so that I can pay back my mum for the gemstones I've taken from her, without her knowledge, I might add, but she'll know. And hopefully get some gemstones of my own. Well, good luck, Debbie. And I think that's gorgeous, and that's a new gemstone on me.
Gorgeous
really
colour as well, isn't it?
Beautiful.
I also have an entry from, another Karen. This is Karen from Leeds, in fact. Lovely colours. Look at these are very, very intense colours, very bright. This is first into a bracelet and earring set from, I like the name of this kit, Wicked Watermelon. Oh, I like that. That's a great name. And the rainbow, again, hematite's another gemstone that always finds favour in hematite. That's a beautiful gemstone. We have hope that it makes the Wall of Fame. It absolutely does, our Karen. Thanks all, and keep bringing the awesome gems. Thank you very much, Karen. You are on at 420. So here is how to get into the Wall of Fame. Get your entry. Just as you can see here, amazing designs. Quite a few here as well that have already been on the Wall of Fame. Here's how to get involved. It's studio at jewellerymaker.com. Here is how to get involved with the Wall of Fame.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
So, thank you very much for your texts, by the way. Some of the names, some of you have already texted in. That was Sandra and Carol and Margaret. To some of you who've texted in and looked for the technique, please, for number 3, Linda.
Okay.
Now, just to remind you, this is what number 3 was. We had our bracelet with the... why am I holding the number up? I just got into autopilot. Yeah. Oh, my word. This was the bracelet which had the connector. This is the connector you highlighted when we launched this brand new kit. Yeah. All of the fineness of copper with silver plating, except this very, very pretty, it's almost like a filigree detail. This is silver with gold plating on silver. So £27.95 for the kit. Again, if you have been getting some technical problems today with this kit, we are still looking at those. So fingers crossed, we'll get those resolved and you will get this kit. So apologies if you have had some issues buying the kit. Linda.
Right, okay. Strangely enough, with this bracelet, we start in a very odd place. We actually start with a connector. So take the little gold filigree connector and take an overly long piece of beading thread. Because you're going to double it. You're going to actually put it through the little hole on the connector and double it over. So place the beading thread through the little hole on the connector and then pull through so that you've got an equal amount of thread on either side. At that point now, because we want to sandwich the connector against the beading thread, we're going to pop on a little crimp bead, okay, and that'll pull both of the threads together. Okay, so we're going to pop that down and then just bring it up quite gently until you start to feel there's a little bit of tension, a little bit of restriction going on. We don't want to take that right up close to the connector, because the connector then will be far too stable,
Yeah.
as it were. It needs a bit of movement in it.
That's
Okay, it
one of the
needs a
things
bit of
I've noticed
flexibility.
about crimping is if you do it too tight, you don't get any flex, do you? You don't get
That's
any
right,
movement.
that's right. And on a bracelet particularly, it's a good idea to have a little movement around the clasp and around any sort of focal point. So bring the crimp bead probably about 1 millimetre from the connector connection, if you see what I mean, and then crimp it down with your flat nose pliers. In these new kits now, we've got the added luxury of having crimp covers, okay? So a crimp cover is this sort of little kidney-shaped bead with a little entry here, and that we just put over the crimp bead, which is a little bit fiddly to show on air, but we put it over the crimp bead so that it completely encompasses it, and then gently press. It's fallen off, which happens every time. Every time without fail.
And obviously you haven't got
well,
50 million cameras around you when you're doing this at home. Well,
it happens anyway, because it's a bit like I said yesterday, it's a bit like being in an operating theatre. Right. Now what we're going to do now is move that over, just like a pair of jaws, okay, and sandwich it in, and then gently to begin with press until you can see those jaws closing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then turn it round and then finish it off by getting your flat nose pliers more near to the edge so that you're not really doing any denting on the sort of part of the crimp cover that you really don't want to damage, okay?
Yeah.
And just slide it up to as close as you can get with that tiny little space so that you've covered the whole of the crimp bead.
It's a lovely effect. It actually looks like
it looks like a bead.
A bead,
yeah, it
doesn't
looks like a spacer bead. Yeah, and then I then popped on one of the faceted pyrites, okay, and bring that down to the crimp cover. And then to change the pattern of the design, we're starting to use, I think these are little 3 mils, aren't they? We're going to use 6, and we're going to use them in a weave pattern, so forgive me because they are tiny. So 1 on one side and then 1 on another.
Oh, this is where you alternate them?
Yeah. Okay, 1 on one side, 1 on another, and then, although these are very, very tiny, you should be able to get both pieces of beading thread on to the bead. Okay, you should be. But I picked up the one that doesn't want to play games.
They're very effective though, aren't they, the pyrite? They, like you say,
well, that's right, they're little sort of twinkles, aren't they?
They're so pretty.
Yeah. I mean, because these are very tiny gemstones, the little diameter of the holes will tend to vary. And I'm particularly struggling now to get that through there. But it does work, because it's worked on there. It's what you just have to just keep choosing them and finding them. Sometimes it's easier to use your flat nose pliers, and you've got a little bit more of a tension going on there than your finger. See, it's come through there now, and then feed it through.
Because I know sometimes, well, a lot of this is about practice, isn't it? It's
yeah,
just,
it is definitely,
just having a go, just keep trying it. Because I know sometimes wire can be, it can be quite a strange material to work with, strangely enough, the wire, with certain stones. If it, like you say, you just have to keep playing with it, just keep working with it.
It's just trying it, and if it really doesn't work, then, you know, just formulate a different design, but it will work.
Yes.
And then repeat that again, okay? So the next time you're going to go on either side, and then take it through one. This is just a very, very, very simple weaving design.
It's very effective, and again, I think it's all down to the pyrite, isn't it? It's all down to the pyrite.
Okay, but what we're going to do now, we'll leave that one. I don't want to sort of struggle on air, as it were, but then you would find another of the little pyrites and take both of the strands through. Yep. Okay, and then it was simply then just taking one of the large pyrites.
And I really like these large ovals.
It gives a nice sort of focal point, doesn't it? And this is quite a symmetric bracelet, to be truthful. Take it through. Okay, and then at the back, towards the back, I've just repeated that woven design again till we come to that beautiful toggle clasp. So repeat the woven design again there, And then I'll show you how to attach the clasp. And then it's a mirror image all the way around the other side of the bracelet. When you have completed that, and let me just pop on one of these.
Okay.
So
we'll just pretend you've done that bit for
yeah,
me.
let's just pretend these are the tiny ones, okay? So we've got that on. So the next thing to do is attach the beautiful toggle clasp that comes with the kit. Now I think I've put it on. Have I put it on directly onto the jump ring? So you also get the luxury of getting some jump rings as well in the new
Oh, you
kits
have, yeah. I
now.
see what you've done there.
So take another crimp bead.
I think your toggle clasps are quite nice because sometimes certain clasps can be quite fiddly, can't they?
Toggle clasps are great because they're a piece of, you know, they're very much an integral part of the mechanics, but they're also a very integral look to the design, aren't they?
Absolutely, and I think quite easy to work with, aren't they?
Absolutely.
As well? Putting the actual bracelet on as well.
So what we're going to do now, we've popped on one of the little crimp beads, then pop on one of the jump rings, okay, and then let's find our toggle clasp. So I'll attach the round of the toggle clasp, and obviously on the other side you're going to do exactly the same again, but you're going to put the T-bar. So we pop the jump ring that's attached to the toggle clasp. Hang on, no we don't. No we don't, no we don't, no we don't. I forgot I'm doing
not,
the
Linda?
chain. No we don't.
No.
No we don't.
No.
No we don't. No we don't, because we're going to put this chain on, aren't we? So we're going to do that. We're going to do that directly onto.
Oh, that's
we're
right.
going to put the jump ring on first.
Right.
Okay. And then finish it off by passing the beading thread back through the crimp, and then just gently pulling down towards the beads that you have here, and then just very gently sandwiching that crimp bead, and then gently again pulling through on your threads until you feel a little bit of tension, and then just keep on feeding it down, because if you do it too tightly you're going to get too much.
You know, I said I made some bracelets. I also made some necklaces.
Right.
On my little stall.
Did you?
And I had a real the bit that I had to get to grips with and learn was that bit you're doing now, which is just getting.
Yeah, I mean it looks really, really easy. It is really, really easy, and eventually you get into sort of a bit of a rhythm. But for purposes, I'm sort of accentuating the fact that there needs to be quite free.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
so
the bit I kept forgetting to do.
yeah,
made
keep
it
that
too
quite free.
Yeah.
And then that's crimp bead there. I'm going to cover at a later point with another one of the crimp covers.
I like these. They're really effective.
So trim off your excess. Okay, and now we've got that jump ring there, which we are now, it's an opening jump ring as far as I'm aware. So now we're going to open the jump ring. Now when you open a jump ring, always open it like a door and close it like a door. So in other words, you just open towards and away, never sideways, because it just compromises the shape and it compromises the metal. Slip that onto the jump ring, okay, and close it back up again. Now if you imagine I've completed the other side in exactly the same fashion,
yep.
The next part of it is to attach the chain. Now I tend to think, I don't know how long the chain's going to be, I don't know how big this bracelet is going to be, because I'm not sure who I'm making it for. If I'm making it for myself, then I always measure it. But I leave the chain, when I'm working with these chains now, I leave it as a whole, and then it's so much easier to take it off than it is to add an extra bit of chain. So again, now I'm going to open the jump ring again, okay, and then on the last link of the chain, just attach it to the jump ring. Okay, close the jump ring back up in exactly the same. Now I've opened and closed that twice, and it's perfectly stable.
I'm going to say it has, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
So if you imagine now that we have the other side of the bracelet over here, we're going to do exactly the same with the chain attached to the T-bar over here, because we've got a mirror image running along here. And then all I did then was just attach one little charm.
That's your little.
It's just a little signature thing.
Lynn's little trademark. I remember your charm.
I like. You are the one.
Lynn's charm.
So to attach a charm directly onto the chain is just pop the pyrite onto one of the head pins. This is a head pin with a little ball on the end. Round nose pliers directly on top of the gemstone. Push the head pin away, flick your wrist round away from you and bring it over the top prong. Choose whichever link that you want to put the chain attached to by, and then just literally let it dangle, let it sit in that little concave shape there. Pop round nose pliers back in, push your head pin down towards the gemstone, and then with the ends of your fingers just hold very, very firmly with the round nose pliers and just push and keep this part of the head pin as close as you can to the prongs of the pliers so that you get a nice round shape, and then just keep working it round. You can cut off the excess if you want to, or you can just keep on turning, and if you keep turning it you get like a little hat on top of the gemstone. If the camera can just pick up, there's a little hat going on there, and it just finishes it off. And then trim off your excess, and then if there's a tiny bit sticking out, flat nose pliers, pull it in, and then you've got your little charm that sits at some point on the chain. It really doesn't matter at what point it sits.
Down to you, it's all individual design as always, isn't it?
But that's the beauty of jump rings. Again, that's a good highlight of how useful jump rings can be.
So that was the technique, obviously, with regards to the bracelet. So thank you, obviously, for your text, because the majority were looking for bracelet number 3. Again, we know we've had some technical problems in the background with regards to the Hit the Jackpot jewellery kit. So bear with us. We are still looking into that for you. So if you're buying online, there's some problems there. We'll keep you updated during the show. Now, Linda, can I leave you a little challenge? Is that all right? Yes. What's up? You all right?
I always get worried when Alan says a challenge.
I shall leave Linda with the challenge.
It's a bit of a loose cannon.
Now, because that was the beginning of the show, where we set Linda the challenge. Now, just in the background right now, you can't see what I can see. Linda, we've got an audience. Hello.
Freak me out.
Now,
demonstrating.
It's a very busy building, because obviously we've got our 3 channels. But we've also got a number of courses that take place. And Hannah, is it polymer clay?
It is polymer clay.
Polymer clay. Do you want to, are you? We've worked with our Debbie. So I've worked with our Debbie. Anyone want to come on and say hi? Because I know I always feel worried about doing this to people, because cameras, I know, make a lot of people very nervous. They've all been on Gems, I've just been told. Come and say hi. I shall feel terribly left out, Linda. They said hi on Gems. Come through, come through. You'll get to see all the secrets. Actually, it might not be a good thing.
They know all kinds of things about us now.
I do they? So is this obviously the course that's just begun today?
Yes, well, it's been running for a while, but this is today's course.
This is today's course. This is today's group that started this morning.
Yeah, and they've not really had very much chance to make very much yet, because we've sort of got them in, given them a cup of tea, brief overview, and then whisked them around the building. So they're all a bit disorientated at the moment.
So at the moment, the group, our Polymer K group, they've been with us today, but they've had a little tour. They haven't actually made anything yet, though. No.
We have done a little bit.
A little bit. Oh, okay, that's all right then. It's a little bit.
Haven't we? Yes, we have.
Oh, a little.
A cane.
Oh, a cane.
Yeah, not a walking stick.
Like a candy cane.
Yeah, that
yeah.
sort of thing.
Oh, that's all right. Oh, I like that idea. So how finding the building is bigger than you thought? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's lovely. Why is Debbie over there? Come on.
See, Debbie, Debbie should be used to this, shouldn't she? Really, Debbie does one of our. Hey. See, Debbie. Often, because we've worked together, Debbie, haven't we? Because Debbie sometimes stands where Linda is currently sat, or stood, I should say, designing.
Yes,
and you're leading the course?
I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I love it.
The polymer clay. And
addictive,
how many courses do we do a year?
Once a month.
Oh, it's once a month now.
We have 2 or 3 sort of other courses where they learn specific techniques.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, quite often.
It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. See, it's a very busy building. It's a very, very busy building. So once a month. So if you fancy getting involved in your polymer clay, then because obviously you've come along today. How long was the course, by the way? Sorry.
Just for today.
Just for today.
Just for today, yes. People have come miles. Absolutely miles.
Who's furthest travelled? Where?
London.
London. Norfolk. South Wales. That's quite. That's.
We're close, Derby.
Derby. Well, that's just down the road, really, in comparison to getting here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much for coming to visit us here at Jewellery Maker. I hope. Oh, you've got your eye on some beads down here. Oh, hello. There may not be any price slashes later on. And I noticed Jack's heart. Look at Jack's in the corner. He's the new star of Jewellery Maker. Have you noticed? Yeah, he's been very quiet today. He's on his best. He's not normally this well behaved, is he? No, I didn't think he was. Talking of polymer clay, I know, look, he's very relaxed. Talking of polymer clay, we've got a little bit more about getting involved in polymer clay course. But thank you very much for visiting today. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you in a bit.
New to polymer clay? Then why not come and join us on our Polymer Clay for Beginners course? Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she guides you through the basic techniques of creating bead shapes, basic canes, pendants, feature beads and much more. You will get the chance to design and craft your own pieces, which you can then take home. During the course of the day, you will get to have a backstage tour of the studios, meet the presenters and have a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes black and white clay, a colour clay pack of your choice, use of all tools, buffet style lunch and refreshments, all for just $64.95. For details of course dates and availability, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
I sound a bit mannish, don't I?
I feel like this is like a screen test or something.
The Late Show with Jenny Clary.
How would I best describe myself?
Loud.
Like a bottle of lemonade.
Annoying.
It's kind of all shaken up. And I'm just waiting for somebody to unscrew my lid.
I'm not showing you a dance move, it's not happening. Don't make me do it, Chloe. It is embarrassing though, I don't really want you to show this.
You ready? Sure?
I can't. I'll do a bit of robotics. Cut it out, all right, cut it out, edit it out. Best celebrity impression.
I could take you on a journey.
I don't know, I haven't got any good ones. Not good at impressions.
And then you go right down south of the Southern Belle like that. You start talking like you're from Alabama.
I do a lot of New York when I'm talking about smoky quartz.
Over to the West Coast like that, and you're talking like that, and it's like, oh my gosh, you know.
Don't forget, I'm a parent, so anything I do is just going to look embarrassing. Okay, stop. That is surely a wrap.
Join Jewellery Maker on May 22nd for our Wire Gizmo show with guest designer Rachel Norris.
Jewellery Maker are proud to introduce Lisa Pavelka water slide transfers. These transfers are sure to enhance your silver and polymer clay designs. Each pack contains an extensive collection of images from Art Deco to symbols and nature print. These easy-to-use sheets will come with full instructions and tips for use. They are a great way to embellish all of your creations. Use alongside our border mould and textured stamps to add a different dimension to your clay creation. To view our full range of Lisa Pavelka products, visit our website.
Add to your collection with our Beading Projects Edition 2 DVD, full of handy hints and tips for all levels. Join our guest designer Linda as she takes you through her step-by-step instructions for 6 different projects, where you will learn a variety of skills and techniques. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655.
So very well welcome. We're Jewellery Maker. We are live actually every weekday and throughout the weekend actually from 9 o'clock through to 1 o'clock. So in a live show, but of course it might be catching up on the repeat on the catch-up edition. So however you're joining us, a very warm welcome. Don't forget you can check out our website at jewellerymaker.com. We've got a full list of what's appearing in the show there as well as all of the findings, all the strands that you might want to add to maybe your kit. So thank you very much for joining us. In the studio with me today is Linda, our guest designer. We set Linda a little challenge earlier on. You getting all right with your little challenge?
Yeah.
The Provence, wasn't it?
Yeah, I am. It's lovely. And I've pinched the early bird while you weren't looking during the break.
Oh.
I've nicked the...
You have?
The
I've got an empty tray.
Yeah. I was hoping you'd blame the polymiclay.
Oh no! Yeah. Okay. So if you went with us earlier, we had an early bird deal. It was the black labradorite. Linda's gone and nicked the strand. So that's with the Provence, because that's what we like doing the challenge, Linda. Is oh, and the jump rings as well. You had the jump rings.
Yeah, and I had the jump rings too.
So you had the Provence kit. And it had the 50 pieces of silver jump ring package as well, and they were all open, weren't they? So they're all pre-cut. So we'll come back to Linda, but in this part of the show, if you're up for a real deal, I've just been told something really special here. I have got a number of strands under £5. I know. Should I just? Where would you like me to start, Deanna? Shall I start? I was going to quote The Sound of Music and start at the very beginning. Oh, hello. Oh, now, if you like your shinies, Linda, these are fab, aren't they? I'm reckoning these are hematite.
I think you're right.
I'm reckoning these are hematite. Look, I love these shapes as well. You know, when it comes to beads, when it comes to your gemstone beads, they don't have to be round, do they? They don't have to be a plain round. They can come in a whole variety of shapes and sizes and a whole variety of cuts. And these are very fancy shapes. I'm thinking quite a nice bracelet of these actually. I do like my bracelets. I do like my bracelets. Oh, hold on, I've got some breaking news. Really? Does that mean my hit? Oh, okay. I'm going to wait for the green light. But fingers crossed, the hit the jackpot pyrite kit, we think we might be good to go on that one. I know, bit louder, Jack. Was that it? Oh, dear me. So if you have been trying to buy the hit jackpot kit, go for it now. Fingers crossed, it's all working. I hope we'll bring it back on in a moment and come back to that. Right, but I can't believe we're going to do this. As a bit of a thank you for all the technical problems and all the issues we have with that kit. How about adding your hematite strand? They've called these small nuggets. I wouldn't call these small. Would you, Linda?
I certainly wouldn't. No, you know, I was just thinking they'd make great cufflinks, wouldn't they?
They would. Yeah, they would. Someone, oh gosh, my name escapes me now. Someone made me some cufflinks. One of our designers. Oh gosh, I should come back to her name. One of our designers here at Jewellery Maker, she made some cufflinks. They're fab.
They make lovely ones.
But these would look, yeah, you're absolutely right. These would look fab. So, bearing in mind, you kind of know that we're going to a really cheeky offer price for you right now. And even on the catch-up show, we'll still place your call because you will get that bargain price. I see now, if you just saw a moment ago, you just saw Carol and you saw Jenny from the Jewellery Maker Late Show, that's from 5 until 9 every day. Apparently, they've already introduced you to this strand, so we're actually going to honour that price. And they've actually did it at a price they went a bit lower than they should have done. That's why it's hematite is just £4.95. Hematite strand. This is your iron. I can say heavy, but I mean that in terms of just how rich this gemstone is. And that's what you get, that lovely shine, that really metallic shimmer, very silvery. If you think of your pyrite being quite gold, your hematite is much more your silver. But I'm thinking if you went for the hit the jackpot kit, you've really got yourself something very sparkly, quite a sumptuous kit, the hit the jackpot of those golden pyrites, but now with these shimmering silvers of the hematite. And this and all the strands I'm about to show you in this part of the programme are under £5. If you're loving the price, more importantly, you're loving the hematite, get it in your stash. Even if there isn't a project you've got on your mind already, if maybe you're thinking, or for later on, grab it while we've got it in stock. $4.95. Here's a little bit of a contrast to the hematite. I'm going to wear this almost as a bracelet because I look at this moonstone and it does just look like the prettiest understated bracelet. I love moonstone. Moonstone is one of the birthstones for next month. Can you believe we're actually almost halfway through the year practically? So for June, alongside your pearl and alongside your alexandrite, you have moonstone as the birthstone. So you've got a really lovely choice if you're born in June. This is exquisite. This is a really pretty, very understated look. I mean, I'm practically wearing it as a bracelet. It is a very pretty sized 9-inch, in fact. So if you do perhaps want to maybe just add on some clasps and basically create a very, very simple bracelet, or how about, and you saw it with Linda's design earlier on, she incorporated a chain into a bracelet design. So remember, she was beading up the beading up the pyrite up to the connector, then used a chain, and that's where these smaller strands really come into their own. If you're a big fan of moonstone, you'll probably recognise that going up to £5 is a little bit cheeky. Here is the price that we had been at previously. We have been here at £6.95. But if you're loving your moonstone and you love a bargain, you're definitely watching at the right time. Watch this disappear because we're going to take this moonstone under £5. Remember your phone number, free phone from a BT landline, 0800 644 655, but on the web, jewellerymaker.com, and you can benefit. Again, look at this, we're going under £5 to just $4.95. Genuine moonstone, beautifully cut, faceted moonstone. What you'll find as you hold your moonstone to different angles is you'll see just that very delicate flash of blue. It's a very understated shiller, understated gemstone, understated moonstone, beautiful shiller, 9-inch length chain, $4.95. Remember, you're calling from a BT landline, your call is free, 0800 644 655. Check out the website, jewellerymaker.com. Lovely sort of translucency to your moonstone. $4.95, and again, even if you're watching the catch-up show, even if it's not the live show you're watching as folks, and a lot like one of our texters, I think it was one of our Wall of Messengers actually said, records the show and catches up on the show. So if you're catching up, if you're watching a repeat, still place the call. You never know, somebody might not check their basket out. You could still be in luck. How about this? We're back to a 38cm strand. This is the colour of my shirt. That's uncanny. In fact. Yeah, no. You wasn't watching outside my house, no. Because actually my shirt contains 2 colours. Have you noticed? It's very understated. Look. You see my cuffs? Can you see? I've got a little strip of the purple. Look. And these gemstones, they match. These agates. Look. That's not a shadow. That's fabric. That.
Okay, Gok.
Oh, dearie me. It's very warm in here, isn't it? It's very warm in here. Right. It's my this is my little fashion tips. So your agates, I like your agate because your agate comes in a real variety of colours. And even here, look, we plain rondelles. 10 by 6 millimetres. Oh, now this is the original price here. Look at $5.95. Let me just show you again those colours next to my shirt.
Sock it, Gok it.
However, £5.95 is know your price. We are going to go under £5. No, never. Actually, I've never established where that accent came from. There's know your price. Oh my word. Oh dearie me. £4.40. I know, £4.45. So yes, we are under £5. There's a theme developing here. Oh yeah, that was my knee, by the way. It's fine. I've got another one. Is that what you can see? Under. Oh, that hurt me back. Limbo. That did look like I was doing limbo, actually, didn't it? That could be doing the lino. That's what you put in kitchens, isn't it? Oh dear. That'll be on Facebook later. £4.45 with your agate plain rondelles. Gorgeous, bright colours, aren't they? Bright, bright colours. So I've got more. I have more under £5 bargains, Linda. Loving the colours?
Dabby dozy.
I'm loving these colours. Which ones shall I have? Shall I go, ah, ah. That was me communicating with producer Deanna because she told me where to go.
I bet she did as well.
Oh, dearie me. You see, you're all writing your own scripts now. No, she told me which. It's going to sound even worse now. Yeah, which strand upon which to place my hand to produce onto screen to bring you under £5, and I'd already thought of it. I was already there. Oh, dearie me. As I say, I probably won't be back here till after next Christmas.
That soon?
That soon, absolutely, yeah. Okay, Ruby's Oversight. This is a really pretty gemstone. This is a mixture of your classic. Okay, you got your ruby, because one of your big four. So when you see that occasional little sort of pinky red, okay, so a little pinky red, that's your ruby. Zoisite sounds quite exotic. It's actually the gemstone family upon which tanzanite. If you think your tanzanite belongs to zoisite. So effectively, you've kind of got almost like a ruby tanzanite almost, and it's that kind of green and the different levels of those greens with those occasional pinks. We are price slashing, so you will recognise that we are going to be doing you. Again, a little bit of a cheeky price offer with regards to your ruby zoisite strand. They're plain rounds. Basically, when you see that in your title there, your plain rounds basically means they've not been faceted. They've been cut into a round, but there's no facets. I think that's probably the right decision because you've got a really pretty colour. And really pretty patterns as well. Now, we're at £5.95. Now, obviously, because it's... I never know which way to turn. There you are. Was it really? Again, I've got to say, even the original price, £7.95, I have to say that is, for your ruby zoisite, that is a brilliant deal. And considering that these are genuine gemstones, remember that these are not mass produced, so it's not like, and I was saying I've worked with, you know, like your glass beads, like your check glass beads and the like, and they're obviously all mass produced, which is fine. I've got no problem with them, and they look perfectly fabulous and acceptable, but if you can, under £5, get genuine gemstones where every single bead is unique and every single bead is individual and every single bead has a pattern which is so unique, then grab it and get it in your stash because we're going to bring you a price slash under £5 for ruby zoisite. Here comes the tombola. And the winner is you at £4.45. And that's for your ruby zoisite. I mean, when you consider that in this gemstone, you have one of your big four. Your big four basically refers to your classic stones, so your diamonds, emeralds, sapphires, ruby. When you've ever heard that expression, big four, that's what it refers to. with this bracelet. See, I'm creating bracelets out of this strand already. With this strand, 38 centimetre strand, £4.45 with your Ruby Zoa site. Yours, you place that phone call 0800 644 655. You're calling from BT landline, your call is free, other networks may charge. If you're on the web, jewellerymaker.com, again, if you add it to your online basket, but do make sure you check your basket out to really maximise that bargain price. And I talked about adding it to your stash. If you do obviously add to today's existing order, so if you've already bought from us today, we will only charge you the one postage and packing at £4.95. So we don't charge you that P&P per item. You can keep adding throughout today. If you see a kit coming up, if you see a strand coming up, if you've got some brand new ins coming in, example, we've shown you the Hit the Jackpot kit, we've shown you the Challenge Linda's Provence kit. All of these deals, add it to your one order for today. Your P&P is capped at £4.95. So here's your Ruby Zoa site. Very pretty colours. Again, I think would work quite nicely with, for example, some of the agate strands that we've shown you, with the amethyst, with the hematite. Remember all the strands that I've just put up there, these are all under £5. That's £4.45 Ruby Zoa site. I've got one more strand to bring you at under £5, and I'm going to hope that I'm picking. Oh, now your jasper. This is a really, really pretty gemstone. Your jasper. It's the same gemstone family actually that brings us the fabulous Mookaite, the gemstone from Australia. But your jasper, very pretty stone because it comes in a whole variety of colours. This is your Picasso picture jasper. Really pretty patterns, and again, like the Ruby Zoa site, very unique, very individual. Every single stone is a complete one-off. There are never the two the same. The colour might look the same, but then you're going to find just a very, very unique gradient of colour as you move the bead around, or the actual picture. It's referred to as a picture jasper because it's because of the patterns, because of the imagery, and obviously Picasso, as a famous painter, it's quite logical that those images should relate to an artist. So this complete strand, this 38 centimetre strand of picture jasper, will be under £5, remember. Substantial size, actually, 12mm size beads. And if you're into your jewellery making and perhaps you have a variety of places you look at regards to beads, take a look at the sort of prices you can expect for 12mm size beads, because I'm thinking right now, £6.95. That's all right, isn't it? It's all right. But I have promised you that this strand will be under £5. How do we do it? Oh, sorry, you couldn't hear what my producer just said. That didn't come out right either, did it? All she said was, I'll just push a button. When I said, how do we do it? Now, that was not the full story, though, Deanna, is it? That's how Deanna makes that price, but how do we get jasper under £5? Our buying power. It was a rhetorical question, Deanna. Oh, dear me. Are you ready? Are we going to do tombola? Oh, I like this bit. Here we are. Oh, this is so cute. Come on, little price slash. Ta-da! £4.95. That needed a fanfare, really, didn't it? £4.95. Jasper playing rounds, 12mm inside. And again, look at this alongside your Ruby Zoa site. Look at that. I love these colours, and again, all under £5. The Ruby Zoa site under £5. Or again, go back to those glorious agate that we showed you again. Under £5. With the hematite, maybe again under £5 for the hematite. Oh, I tell you what, they hit the jackpot. the pyrite. Remember that golden pyrite, the hit the jackpot kit, which we launched today. And again, just to recap, if you weren't with us when we just said about 10 minutes ago, fingers crossed that technical issue has been resolved. So you should be able to buy the hit the jackpot kit now. So call back for the hit the jackpot because it's under £30, and add these alongside at the same time because these would look amazing alongside your pyrite, or even again alongside the Provence kit that we've given Linda as part of her challenge for today's show, and alongside the, oh gosh, what are the other colours we had? The black labradorite. Again, the black labradorite that we brought you at the very start as part of the early bird deals. So under £5. Remember, your P&P is also capped at just £4.95 for the whole day. You've gone for a BT landline free on 0800 644 655. And really, I just think a phenomenal opportunity here to add to your stash with your beautiful colours. Again, individual, very unique. Very substantial size beads there at 12mm at less than £5. I'm thinking, Linda, this would actually go very nicely with your challenge kit, actually your Provence kit that you're working on.
Yeah, I might come and whip that as well.
I thought you had your eye on my little strand over here. Yeah. It's already got the black labradorite. Oh, now, shall we do a new in? I keep standing in the way of that sign. Sorry, Chloe. I'm so sorry. Let's just hang my head in shame. We should have... Oh, hello. Now, Linda, have you seen this strand? Isn't this just the most prettiest, ornate detail?
Oh, that's absolutely...
Mother of pearl.
Isn't that beautiful?
But it's been printed with this lovely imagery.
That's absolutely... Oh, isn't that gorgeous?
I'm thinking quite Victoriana.
Yeah, very vintage.
With that sort of filigree.
Yeah, very much so.
Detailing. But also, and I might have bored Deanna with my story previously, I apologise, because Deanna and I worked together on Gems Extra, you see. My willow tea set. my little willow tea set.
I had one when I was a child 1,000 years ago. I had a tiny little willow pattern tea set, and it was exactly that colour. Tiny little cups and saucers and teapots.
Oh, just like this.
That made gorgeous little placemats.
I was just thinking the same actually. It would make it. It would be brilliant. Well, I've got a grown-up willow tea set that I had some. Gosh, it was about 3-4 weeks ago, and I had afternoon cakes.
Oh.
Had some afternoon cupcakes, and we made it in our willow tea set.
Oh.
Well, no, the pattern, the willow. Oh, sorry, Chloe's laughing next door. She thinks I'm being terribly old-fashioned about my willow tea set. It's basically the patterning, the imagery. Have you never seen it, Chloe? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's very, very pretty pattern. It's just like this. Well, you could ask your granddad, or you could have afternoon tea at my house, and I'll show him a willow tea set.
It's all promises, isn't it?
You can come over as well, Jack, if you want. Yeah, he's saying yes. He'd like a bit of that. He says. Yeah. Coming over, Linda?
I'm definitely coming, yeah. I need to see your willow tea set.
And my little tea set. And that's the patterning, that's the imagery I'm thinking you've got here in your mother of pearl with a lovely printed imagery. This is brand new in today. I think this is going to be very popular. I'm thinking there's a lot of...
I should think it's probably gone because it's so beautiful.
It's so different, isn't it?
Could you imagine that with that lapis you had on earlier?
Oh, yeah.
And the shape of the lapis as well.
That would be really... Yeah, we had the lapis... Remember the lapis lazuli strand we had? That was an amazing deal. That was a price slash as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
That was the one that the phone lines went crazy for. You all called in for the lapis lazuli. I suspect you'll want this, as Linda says, because you've got that really pretty blue. This is the 38cm strand of, as I say, you've got your pearl ovals, really pretty printed pattern, and we're looking about 20 to 15mm. That's a really nice size, actually, isn't it? I mean, I've kind of draped this over the wrist, so I'm just thinking, probably, I don't know, what do you think, Linda, necklace?
I actually think you can make all sorts. I was actually thinking one of those beautiful brooches that would make a gorgeous charm.
Yeah.
With the lapis and some pyrite.
Oh yeah.
And some pearls.
Pearls, yeah.
So yes, all sorts of jewellery, without a doubt. It'd make a really nice necklace if you say use 7 of them at the front and then perhaps use pearls around the neckline.
Pearls are still big at the moment.
Huge, absolutely
really
huge. Yeah. And of course that's the next step, isn't it? It works really well with pearl.
Because it's mother of pearl with the printed imagery as well.
Organically the same, isn't it?
You ready for your price though? New in today. I don't know if Linda should look at this price because I don't know whether.
Oh my word.
That's wrong. That is.
It's wrong in lots of ways.
I actually think Deanna's pressed the wrong button. I think there's a one. Yeah, she has. I'm sure she has. I'm thinking, you know, even. Do you know what? I was honestly thinking, even at $14.45 or $19.95, I was thinking that'd be a really, like a proper bargain of the day. Brand new in, so you're getting the very first time to purchase this strand, brand new in, and we're at £4.45. And as I say, with your 38 centimetre strand, if I hold that out, just so you get a sense of just how many of these really pretty ovals you get. Now, remember what Linda was saying about maybe choosing 7 maybe as a focal point to your necklace. Oh wow, you are loving this this strand right now. I'll read out the telephone number. If you've already pressed option 1 to speak to the call centre team, don't hang up, okay? Because this is proving, I did say this is going to be a very, very popular strand. 0800 6 446 555, isn't that, I mean, just exquisite. Every single one of these mother of pearl ovals with the imagery, with that beautiful patterning, just so divine. If you call right now, there is just around about a minute on the phone lines, okay? There's about a minute queue on the phone lines. If you're calling for a BT landline, your call is obviously free from a BT landline. Now, at the moment, obviously, if you call, and that's obviously for the live show. Let me make it very clear. I was giving out obviously those stats in terms of phone calls for the live show. Obviously, if you're watching us, if you've recorded us, if you're watching us, I can't guarantee that strand is still available because I do have a lot of buyers on the lines. A lot of you are on the phones. So exquisite. We'll try and keep you updated on that strand. How many do we have in, Deanna, at the start? Oh, okay. We're all right for the moment. We should be all right for the moment, but possibly not though. Saying that because of course I haven't got my web bidders, have I? Ah, she just reminded me. I've only got sight over my screen of the phone buyer. So obviously, if you're on the jewellerymaker.com website and you've clicked on the buy now button for that, I guess that may be why that stock has gone very quickly. Right. Hold the phone lines though. So be waiting for about a minute and a half now for that strand. Hold the phone lines, don't hang up. You might still make it, but obviously if you're watching the catch-up show, can't guarantee it. Now, talking of brand new in, let us go a little bit exotic to warmer climes. They reckon this week is going to be a good week for the weather. They reckon this week is going to be proper hot. 26, I know, Jack, 26. Will you be sunbathing, fella? Yes, he said. Yes, of course he will. At 26, so that is practically Marrakesh in temperatures. So actually, it can get a lot hotter. So brand new kit. Okay, your Marrakesh. Love these colours. On paper, for gemstones, there are very few that are of a sort of chocolate brown coffee colour, quite a few maybe jaspers, agates, that type, or quartzes. But apart from that, it's a very, you don't get a huge selection, but you do of course have some wooden beads as well as genuine gemstones. So that's why this Marrakesh kit is something a little bit different, because we've actually mixed up 3 really pretty strands. Now, I know our Linda has already had a chance to play with this kit. What did you think to it, Linda?
Absolutely gorgeous. It really and truly is. Am I right in the fact we've got some wood?
Yes.
In here as well, which is a bit of a bonus.
It is, isn't it?
In a kit.
Because we've actually got your tiger ebony wood rounds. Have I got a strand missing? just out of interest? Oh, sorry, on my screen, sorry, forgive me. At the very, very top, I have, that's it, there they are, sorry. I won't bore the details, but on my screen, I've got at the very top of the page, my list of gemstones, and it had 4, but it's because you've also got gemstone connectors. It's just because it's just so we, in terms of contents of the kit, it just makes it easier for us to know what's in. So that's my confusion. Beautiful colours again, sort of coffee tones, chocolate tones. Isn't that pretty? This is bronzite gemstone connector. And we'll see, because again, the reason why Linda is in the studio with me is that Linda gets a chance to see this kit and actually work with the kit, and we'll see how those connectors have really come into their own. The middle strand is a tiger ebony wood. Now, it's really curious, isn't it, Linda, because actually this strand is very light. Because of the colour, you think it's going to be really heavy. No. But because it's that ebony wood, it's actually incredibly light, isn't it? And it's that lovely combination of texture, because gemstones are highly polished, so they often, I mean, even with faceted ones, you tend to get a very smooth surface. But with your tiger ebony wood, although it's highly polished, there's just an altogether different texture. So if you really like mixing up styles and fabrics, if you like, so the materials of the stones, the ebony wood and the gemstones, this is definitely the kit for you, and it is brand new in today. I love the title, Marrakesh. I mean, it kind of evokes warmth. It does evoke those sort of hot, dusty roads. It evokes that, you know, very sort of bead-like jewellery. Because if you see, have you ever been to Marrakesh?
No, I haven't. No.
I'd like to go because I've seen like various holiday programs. I've seen what it look, you know, in terms of the temperatures, they look amazing. But just the whole culture, jewellery, beaded jewellery, and it does seem to be.
Very much so.
Very much part of the culture, very much part of tradition. And so I think it's totally the perfect title for this kit. Alongside the middle strand, which is the tiger ebony wood round, you've also got snowflake obsidian, which are actually brown snowflake obsidian. This is actually a bit of a new one for me. So again, that's what I like about my job. That's what I love about coming back to Jewellery Maker, because you actually get to see some really pretty stones, which actually we don't get to see a lot of on Gems and Gems Extra, and certainly brown snowflake obsidian. I've seen your classic black snowflake obsidian, but not your brown. And just as the name suggests, obsidian can be quite a deep, filled gemstone in terms of colour, but then you get these really pretty patterns, a little bit like snowfall, and hence snowflake. And then we've got your Morocco agate. Okay, so these are the lighter shades. We did have a price in mind for this kit, but we're actually going to go lower. And that's despite the fact you've got all of these findings. Okay, you've got these beautiful strands, but look at all of these findings. These are all, double checking my screen just before I say it out loud. Yeah, these are all gold on copper, so all gold plated on copper findings for you. And before we came to air, Linda was explaining that what this basically has done for our kits is it's basically opened up so many pieces of jewellery that can be made, because it's basically given a bigger range of findings. And I was particularly impressed, so if you were here for the demonstration with the Hit Jackpot kit, with the, what did you call them, the covers? The crimp covers. Really, you know, that sort of thing we can do by bringing you know, the copper, gold on copper. We can bring all of these findings as well as the strands. Are you ready for the price though? Again, I think this is going to be very, very popular. If you're on the web, get ready to buy. We have got, now we were thinking of a different price this morning, but we're going to go lower. Okay, we were thinking, okay, we'll go under 30. We'll take it to $27.95. This, again, you've got your gold-plated copper findings, as well as these really rich, opulent gemstones, and of course the tiger ebony wood. Nothing to stop you, if you went for the hit the jackpot kit, to then add this kit alongside, because there's no, to quote Linda, no nose. That's our thing for today. No nose. There's no nose. There's absolutely nothing to stop you when you get your kits home putting different strands together, or remembering the strands that we've shown you separately. There's individual under £5 strands. Imagine, for example, your ruby zoisite, or how about the Picasso jasper with these? And remember, those are under £5, so you could add, in fact, you might already have in your order those strands, add the kit alongside. £27.95. Now, hopefully, oh my word, okay, in the course of us launching this brand new kit, we are already limited stock. I'm going to come over to our Linda. Is it all right to interrupt you, Linda?
Yes.
Because I know Linda, I've already mentioned, has already had a little play with this particular kit.
Beautiful.
Fabulous colours,
really,
isn't it?
Really beautiful. Such a bonus having
and we've
those
gone
connectors.
limited.
Have we?
We've already gone limited, okay? So
Good
if you have placed
taste.
a call for this kit, hold those phone lines for me. If you're on the web, remember to check your basket out. Even if you're watching the catch-up show, so even if you perhaps recorded it or you're watching the repeat and you're thinking, oh no, I've missed out, it is worth calling, because sometimes, whatever reason, kits aren't checked out, or things just, you know, somebody doesn't complete on their purchase, and it might mean there's a couple left over. So it could be when you watch later on and you've heard me say limited, you think, oh, I won't bother calling. It's worth calling. It's a free phone number for a BT landline. It could still be available. What do you come up with then, now, Linda? How many pieces of jewellery? Oh, these are fab. Is this because of all the findings?
Yes, I mean, it certainly does. It gives you a lot more scope.
It does, doesn't it?
I just love findings. I really adore findings. I just think, for me personally, it makes me able to create a totally different jewellery, but from the same gemstones, if you see what I mean. If I just got the gemstones and some beading thread and that, but having the extra findings in a kit, particularly that metre of chain, you really can use your imagination to the wildest. I mean, every single solitary jewellery maker will have an opinion on a kit. And we'll, you know, if 10 of us were in the room, then we would all make something totally different. And I think that's the joy of having these amount of findings.
I just picked up what you said about the chain. That had completely, on the details of my screen, completely bypassed me. I was so enthralled by the stones. Oh my word, there is loads.
Yes,
so
there is. And I mean, now, you can break it up. That's something else. You don't have to use it as a piece.
Because you haven't. Like, I'm just thinking, you haven't added to this kit.
Nope.
And it's just dawned on me that you've got a bit of the chain in the, or a long chain here. You've got chain in the earrings, you've got chain in the necklace. I mean, this has actually gone a very, very long way.
A very, very long, surprisingly a long way, to be truthful.
Wow.
And, you know, harping on the fact that we have got all these findings now, it sometimes, if you're reading a magazine or you're just looking around in the shops and everything, you can now see things with lots and lots of chain in, and you can come home and make them now.
Yes.
You know, from a simple kit with all these findings, the sky is definitely the limit
And
now.
just to show you, because again, that's my fault, I was so, well, the price was amazing. I've just been told we're getting very, very, very limited now, incredibly limited. Less than 30 of the kits left.
Well done.
That's how quickly and how popular this kit's been. Look at that chain. I mean, it is.
It's a beautiful chain as well. It's a very, very, from a jewellery maker's point of view, that is a very, very useful
I mean, obviously
chain.
you're just seeing a portion, aren't you? A tiny portion of the chain. That's amazing, I think, to bring you a kit with so many of the findings. And we've got a little bit of a finding showcase for you coming up a little bit later on as well. I guess, given how popular this kit has been, if you're looking for some inspiration, what should we show? What should we show?
I thought I would just do this little bracelet here, which is like in between a bracelet and a cuff. Because I've used all of the gemstone in it.
Oh,
and I've also made, I mean, in these findings, in the kits now, you're getting 2 toggle clasps and a bolt ring clasp. And sometimes you want to have something else that has a clasp, okay? So I'll quickly show you how to make one from a head pin.
Oh, is that what we've done here?
Yes.
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
So I know people have seen it before, but there's lots of people that haven't. So that's just another way that you can formulate something that's very, very useful as a clasp from a simple finding. But to make this particular cuff bracelet, we start at the clasp end. So all I've done is taken a double length of the beading thread, again, much more than I would ever think I would need, because we're going to do some weaving. So to put loads, a good metre, if not 1.5 metres, if you can work with that. Pop on into the centre of the beading thread one of the jump rings, and then slide a crimp bead on.
That's what we did earlier on, didn't we?
That's what I did earlier on in the previous demonstration, yeah. And then I'll come back later at some point to finish it off with the crimp cover. So what we'll do is we'll start the bracelet using the bronzite, both threads through the bronzite, followed by one of the wooden ones. Incidentally, these wooden beads have really nice big holes in them. So if you want to do some macrame, if you want to do some macrame, if you've got some suede or some leather or something, or just using the beading thread, 6 or 7 or 8 strands, fantastic with these, okay?
Yeah.
Now at that point now, I've got a bronzite, I've got one of the round woods, and then I've got another bronzite. So we've come through here to the point where we're using one of the, not only do we have the crimp covers that actually mirror a bead shape, a space bead, we've also got little gold beads in here as well, which are fabulous.
It's fab, isn't it? I mean,
it just really tidies up jewellery.
Yeah,
definitely. You know, it really, really does. So what we do with this bead now, we've got 2 threads. So we're going to start a weave, and to do that we put one side of the thread through the bead on that side, and then the other thread we take through the exit of the previous one and pull through. This, you might think, oh well, she could have put that through the hole on the bead anyway and come out in a straight line, which is perfectly true, but this just sits better. Okay, if you're going into a weave, and if you're going into this 4 bead weave, it sits better if you start the weave at this point. Okay, and then what we do next, we're going into this. Is this jasper? Or
that was the Moroccan, yes, wasn't it?
God,
beautiful colour.
Gorgeous blue in there. Oh, sorry.
It's fab, isn't it?
Right. Then again, we take one of these rondelles and pop it on one side of the beading thread. Well, some beautiful colours in there.
It's fab, isn't it? It's one of those, again, it's kind of like, you look at it initially.
It's beautiful.
This is the colour that Linda's pointed out in one of the jaspers. It's so pretty. Look at that, it's a lovely little bit of blue coming through there. It's just that initially you look at it and you kind of think it's kind of sort of wood and browns and chocolates, but like you say, you just pull out.
Surprisingly, it's quite sort of beachy looking, isn't it? Quite sort of beachcomber.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Surfers.
So we put on, oh, that's gorgeous. Sorry. This is me and gemstone. Put on one of the rondelles on the one side, and then again, where the beading thread exits, we go in with the other beading thread. I couldn't do that if I tried. And then pull it through, okay, and then just line it up with the pre. Don't over tighten it again, because we will need to jigger it around a little bit later, so we just need a little bit of room here to sort of get in flat nose pliers or something, just to give us a nice shape. And then then either side of the rondelle that you've just popped in, we're going to, hang on, what we're going to do next is we're going to put on one of the gold beads, because this is where we're going to start the pattern on this one. So we're going to pop a gold bead onto that side, a gold bead onto the other side. Okay?
That's like your mirror, isn't it?
And then a rondelle as well as. So on either side, put one of the rondelles, okay? And then on whichever side is comfortable for you, it really doesn't matter, pop another rondelle on. And then on that second rondelle, so the heavy side, we take the other beading thread through the exit of the previous one. Pull it round and just gently, gently, gently pull it together till it finds its own, it'll find a happy place, okay? If you over tighten it, it'll just start to go too tight and it'll start to go a bit angular. But if you just pull it gently and let it find its own, what I call its little happy place. And then it's a repeat. So this time we don't do the golden ball part, okay? Sorry, Beckham. I don't know why I said that, but there you go. So one on either side, followed by an extra on one side, and then through the exit, pop it, the beading thread back through again, and gently feed it round again. Just gently feed it. You'll see it'll just slot. You see it's coming into its own gentle pattern. If I do that, you see it's just going to go too rigid. And when you start to wear the bracelet, it's going to stand proud of your wrist. So just give a bit of go. A bit of give to it, and then now what we're going to slightly change now.
I notice on the finished one
is we're going to start. Yeah, we're going to put. Yeah. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put in one ebony wood, okay, and again go through the exit, okay, because we want to start a whole new diamond shape. Pull that in, and then either side, one of the ebony woods on one side, one of the ebony woods on another side, followed by another, and then again take the lighter edge through, round. Is that my head in the way again? Or
No,
is that it's moving out the way. It's getting longer and longer, it's moving out the way. So we just pull it up again to find its natural place, its natural shape, okay? And then just do a mirror image back up to the clasp. So very, very quickly, if you're short of a clasp at any time, but you've got a head pin, just take your head pin, and we've got to make it a place where the beading thread is going to pass through, okay? So just put your round nose pliers at the very, very end of that head pin, and just bring the wrist up towards you in a little flick, as far as your wrist will go. Never go past that point. And then take the pliers out, put the other prong back in, and then just start to feed, okay? Just start to feed it up, just gently, trying to keep the metal on top, okay? Just keep it going, so that you're actually formulating a nice decorative little jump ring, as it were. And then on the round nose pliers, okay, at this, you can see these are graduated. So I've just used that end there to form the little jump ring on the end. Now I'm going to use this end here just to put a sort of a little bend through it, okay? So what we do, we pinch it just below centre, we push this end away and round, okay, back, so it just stands proud of that little jump ring. And then pull it out, get the flat nose pliers, okay, we've just got a little U shape now. Get the flat nose pliers just above this jump ring and just kick it out a little bit, okay? And then put your round nose pliers back in and just twist it round towards itself, so that you'll get a different shape every time. And kick that out, and then where you've got the jump ring part, just square it through 45 degrees towards you, okay? I would make a much tidier job of that if I was doing it like I was doing it at home for that, but it's still the same method. Okay, and that will then provide you with a place where you can put your beading thread, crimp bead. This, because it's got the little ball on the end, will sit quite nicely as it does there through a jump ring. So that's just how to make a clasp from a finding.
And basically that helps to kind of extend.
It helps to extend them,
the findings, doesn't it, in terms of where you can take them. As you say, you've used the toggle clasp, and I must admit, the toggle clasp I just spotted was really pretty. We are very limited stock, by the way. The heart, very, very pretty, very obviously symbolic, obviously very romantic. But if you do find it, you kind of designs, you've used your clasps, then hopefully what Linda's done there for you is giving you some inspiration in terms of using what you might think is quite a functional element, which is the head pin, and actually turning it into a completely different use. $27.95 has been very, very popular, as you can imagine. If you have already placed your call, well done, you've got yourself a fabulous kit. If you're about to do it, there are some still available, 0800 644 655. And if you're watching the catch-up, still place a call. We always say, don't we? Even if you, the repeat show, they may still be some available. Someone might not have checked out. There may not have been a completed order. There could still be a kit available. As it currently stands in the live show, very, very popular. Linda, thank you very much.
Yep.
Up next, if you've been inspired in a previous show and you've taken a kit home, you've created something very, very pretty, maybe you're about to feature on Wall of Fame. So thank you very much if you have put your entry through to the Wall of Fame. When we do the draw every Wednesday, the runner-up gets £50 credited to their Jewellery Maker account. The winner gets £100 credited to the Jewellery Maker account. It's very easy. All we ask you to do is to send us a picture of what you've made featuring elements from what you bought from us here at Jewellery Maker, and put your designs through to us by email, or you can post it to us as well, and then we will obviously show entries, put them on Wall of Fame, and you get a little number. And the first of this bit is going to Sandra, actually. It's Sandra, who is number, 426. Very, very, quite an elongated design. Actually, it's an earring set there by the looks of it. I like the detailing. This is from Sandra, loving the show. She's brilliant as always, keep up the good work. For the Wall of Fame necklace and earring set, tribal shades, kit together with lemon jade and in fact, I think we did that one quite recently, the tribal shades, and silver, new stone silver chain that came with this tribal shades kit. Brilliant value for money, says Sandra from Staffordshire. So thank you very much, Sandra. You're on the Wall of Fame with your very pretty set.
I've got a beautiful woven design here. This is number 425 from Pat in Surrey. Pat says, hi everybody, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame, and the necklace is made with hematite and shell pearls, all from Jewellery Maker. Loving the shows as usual, and best wishes from Pat. That's lovely, that's my type of necklace.
Very ornate, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Lovely decorative. I love that detailing here.
Yeah, well that's it, it's just the attention to this, spotting that point where you can just pop something in that's quite aesthetic, but not over the top.
Make that sort of focal point. Yeah. Right, Bev. Well done, Bev. You are in the Wall of Fame for this week with a very simple necklace and earring set, she says. She says simple. To my mind, it looks extraordinarily sort of beautiful and elegant with the hematite and matte jasper. I must admit, I looked at that and I was wondering if it was a jasper or almost a turquoise. I couldn't quite make it from the picture. It is exquisite. She's just received another huge delivery from the JM Vaults. Can't wait to get creative with it. It is a bit, I'd always say it's a little bit of an addiction, isn't it, watching us here at Jewellery Maker?
No, it's a big addiction, not a little.
Want to keep coming back again and again and again. Lots of fun wire wrapping the pendants in the new pendant boxes, especially abalone, I must admit. She says, oh, more abalone, please. So if the powers that be are listening, more abalone. I must admit, I love abalone, but it can be quite expensive, can't it?
It can be very expensive.
Although at Jewellery Maker it's not. It's a great price. We imagine why Bev loves it. Thank you very much, Bev. You're in Wall of Fame. And I've got one more.
Right, this is number 424 from Michelle. And Michelle says, hi there, all you lovely jewellery makers. Here's my Wall of Fame design for this week. It's a black onyx necklace inspired by a well-known designer brand, and I absolutely love it. Have been asked by a coffee shop on the Mound in Edinburgh if I want to display my jewellery there. Ooh. Well, congratulations, Michelle. You can see why. Wow, how excited am I? If only because if it all pans out, I may be able to buy more goodies from Jewellery Maker to make more fabulous pieces. Thanks for the inspiration.
That must be a real boost to the confidence as well, mustn't it?
Well, definitely.
If someone's actually approached you and said about selling it, that's lovely, isn't it? Gorge.
Beautiful.
Now, thank you very much for your Wall of Fame. Make sure you say you can post or you can email studio@jewellerymaker.com. Linda, you've still got more of your challenge, so I'm going to let Linda get on with the challenge. We've still got brand new kits. We've got brand new strands. Keep watching Jewellery Maker and place your order. We've still got some, but not many left, of the Marrakesh jewellery kit. In fact, we're in single digits now. Keep calling for that kit. It could still be available.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the homepage, where you'll be able to see all the products that have been in today's show. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Join Jewellery Maker on May 22nd for our Wire Gizmo show with guest designer Rachel Norris.
Jewellery Maker is such a fun channel to watch, even if you're not buying anything. The presenters and the guest designers are absolutely fabulous. I also love it because it's given me a common interest with my sister. We live a long way apart and we are very completely different in our outlook on life, and we now have something that we converse with and we both enjoy.
Add to your collection with our Sculpey Clay Basics DVD, full of handy tips and hints for all levels. Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she teaches us how to create basic canes, kaleidoscope canes, bead shapes and much more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655.
I'm an outdoor girl, aren't I? Lots of wind.
I'm going to be your presenter on The Late Show.
Look at that.
And I give good hugs.
Best celebrity impression.
Oh, this is difficult.
Oh, I do a good Montgomery Burns.
I like doing Cilla Black.
Smithers! Life is full of surprises. Hatchet face.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, get out!
Get away from me, that camera's too close.
Get it now in your basket and check out!
Favourite sayings. Now, Rod Jinks keeps stealing these.
We go Lolo, Buffalo.
There's been words, but he doesn't listen.
Holy guacamole as well.
Love cakes.
What do you mean, is that the best? Did you say, is that the best you've got?
Bourgeois.
Yeah, it is.
Just comes out my mouth, you know.
You know, Jewellery Maker, look at the set, it's absolutely amazing. Favourite biscuit?
A Rocky Robin.
Chocolate hobnob.
Is that a biscuit or a chocolate bar, though? There's controversy there.
Is it Soviet?
When you shop with us, you'll pay a one-off delivery charge of just £4.95 wherever you are in the UK per day.
Very well, welcome. We are Jewellery Maker and we is live from 9 o'clock every day through till 1 o'clock. And I thought we would just interrupt you a little bit longer. That's all
okay.
right.
Yeah,
because I know we've obviously talked a lot about the kits which feature a lot of the copper plating, obviously lots and lots of findings, copper with gold plating, but I know that obviously for lots of you, you're still looking for sterling silver, and I thought, well, let's cater for those of you who are still looking to add to maybe existing kits, or maybe just looking to add to your current design. So we've come up with some sterling deals. Do you see what we did there?
Sterling deals.
Yeah, you see what we did there? Yes, it's all planned.
Is it?
Yeah. It's Deanna, just over there. It's Deanna's fault. Sterling deals. It's good though. It's very catchy. It'll catch on. Now, the first that I have. Now, this is when you look at something like this. You've got a really pretty silver chain. As a designer, would you have in your mind where this is going to go, or would you kind of buy it, keep it to one side, then come back to it and think, oh, actually, I've got something that would work with that, or is it a bit of both of those?
I think, to be truthful, as a jewellery maker, you tend to home in on something that you immediately like, okay? Whether or not you have an idea for it or not is irrelevant, because it's like most things, you know, if you really like it, you want it, you have to have it. But something that beautiful, you need to have in your stash without even thinking for a minute what you're going to do with it, because you will make something so beautiful using that chain. Obviously, you can break it up into its links and use it as, I'd use it as a bail. I would definitely go for broke and use it as a bracelet, a mega charm bracelet. You could weave gemstones around the perimeter of one of them and then leave one just so, you know, there's a wealth.
Yeah.
I mean, those gorgeous little black agate 4 mils I've got, I'd love to wind, you know, around the edge of one of those and make that a focal in a bracelet. There's no end of uses for it. Also, you can use it as the front part of a necklace, and then attach either a different chain to it, or just bead up the rest of the neckline. But at the moment, I think I mentioned yesterday, at the moment, layering is huge, absolutely huge, and layering different mediums, whether it be gemstones plus chain plus fabrics. Layering is absolutely huge, but my thing about layering at the moment, if I could afford it, I would have every chain that's ever been made and just layer and layer and layer. I adore chain.
Yeah, layering is definitely a big thing at the moment. So this is a great way for you to kind of create as many designs and again, makes your kit go just that little bit further. 9-inch in length sterling silver, it's twisted and brushed. Now, so apparently this is already featured on the Late Show, so the Jewellery Maker Late Show. Right. What we're going to do is going to do you a little bit special for the daytime. So we're going to show you the price we should be, which is already too low, I'm thinking, for sterling silver chain.
So stylish.
But we're going to have this chain for you, watching us right now for the daytime, at a very special price, which we can hold for 24 hours only. Okay, so $9.95, that's not your price. No, we're actually going to take that price lower still. Now, bearing in mind this is sterling silver, this is 925 sterling silver. We're already under £10. Here comes the tombola. I like this bit.
I know, it's brilliant seeing it from this camera angle. I see what you mean now. Oh my word. Oh my word.
Yeah, I know. That's
a bargain.
Now, Linda, obviously you can't reserve yours just yet because you're here. You're on the wrong side of the phones, as it were. £5.95. Remember, this is solid 925 sterling silver. Again, this is like Linda was saying, layering it up. This is add it to your stash. But at $5.95, you've got all 925 sterling silver in the chain there.
Yeah.
They've just told, by the way, that you'd have to pay more because for us, for staff, actually, our cost is. Because obviously we've got to such a low price.
Oh, of course
that's
it
the
would.
That's the customer price.
Can you buy me something?
At the moment, you are loving this chain at just £5.95, and yeah, that's why. I can see why. That is a phenomenal deal, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's so beautiful, that chain. You won't regret that at all. It is so stylish. So sexy. That's a sexy chain.
And that's a great price as well, 0800 644 655. If you call us right now, there is about a 50-second wait on the phone lines, but do not hang up. More of you are now joining us on the phones. Obviously, I'm talking in terms of the live show. If you're watching the catch-up or the repeat, then it still may be available. Do keep a check on the website. We are looking at about a minute or so on the phone lines for that chain. We'll hold that price for you. Remember that, but we can only, is that, Dana, I've got that right? We can only hold that price for 24 hours from now. Okay, so for 24 hours from now, we can only hold that price. That's why more of you come to the phone lines. There's over a minute on the phone lines, but it's a free phone number from a BT landline. What would you like to see next? Because I've got quite a lot of silver here. What do we not do? We don't do earring findings.
No, actually, those earring finds are beautiful. Look at the little filigree work on that.
These are so pretty.
They are
so pretty. 925 sterling silver, remember, because it's all part of the sterling deals. Please hold the phone lines if you're calling for that last chain. Still available. We're holding that price for the 24 hours, but we want to move on because we've got loads of silver pieces for you, want to show you. Am I right? This is kind of chandelier-like. Have I got that right?
Yes, yeah, you can use that as a most gorgeous chandelier drop. You know the moonstone chain that we had earlier in the show?
Oh, yeah.
That really would look stunning from that because it deserves, that moonstone deserves that filigree work, and the filigree work deserves that.
So would you perhaps
moonstone.
have like 3 different
I
lengths?
would, yes. I drop from this point down here, okay, just at the very tip of it here, and I would also drop from these 2 side pieces here. Now, if you have ever been lucky enough to buy the beautiful ruby tanzanite gemstones that we've had in the past, you know, the 2 to 4 mils that we've had, they look absolutely stunning woven into that filigree work, or just one in the centre. But on its own, with a pearl dropping from it, any gemstone really, but a pearl dropping from that would look stunning. I mean, that's doing a lot of work for a jewellery maker, isn't it? A lot of your work's done there for you.
Yes.
I can't wait to see how much this is going to be.
I was going to say, I am.
My word.
Deanna's just told me that there is a price slash as well. Really? Oh my word. So.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I can't believe we're going to be doing this again. It has actually previously been price slashed, but Deanna is a bit of a mission today.
She isn't she?
She's on a bit of a mission. Wow. What do you think of that?
How many's in there?
And that's 3 pairs.
3 pairs?
Yeah.
I need to get better specs.
I thought that said 1, and that was about 3 pairs. That's 3 pairs. What do you think, $7.95?
My God, that's an absolute steal, to coin a phrase. Beautiful.
That's not a price slash though, Linda.
Wasn't it?
No.
It says it on there.
Yeah, I know. She's not done this one bowler bit yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Right.
So
I'm going to put my order in again.
$7.95, and it has previously been price slashed, but we're going to do it again. Okay, we're going to take this price lower. So for 3 pairs of 925 sterling silver, really pretty. I mean, you know, add this to an existing kit, add this to your existing stash. This is going to make your jewellery. I know, that is a phenomenal price, isn't it?
That's less than £2 a pair. Oh, I'm so excited for you lot. Miserable, they'll be gone by the time I get off air.
3 pairs, remember, you're getting. So you're getting 3 pairs for $5.45. I'm trying to work out how many is that pair? Did you work out?
Well, it's less than £2
less than £2,
a pair, isn't it? Phenomenally less than £2. I mean, you're not going to get sterling. I mean, just an ordinary sterling silver shepherd's hook with no
That's the
work
thing, isn't
on it alone is worth that. But you know, that sterling silver work there. Let's face it, there's work going on.
Absolutely,
in there as
there's this added extra. As you say, if it was just
your finding,
just the shepherd's hook earring itself. So if you didn't have the extra element of the silver, you might be thinking, okay, $5.45. Yeah, I can understand that. But as Linda says, it's just the fact that you've got this additional sterling silver, which is beautifully detailed. How much is it, sorry, Gut? £1.81 they've just worked out per pair. So this again is a chance for you to add to your order. Remembering that your postage and packing, your P&P is capped at $4.95 for the entire day. So this again is, I think this is an add it to your order, isn't it, this one? Again, a lot of you coming to the phone lines. If you have pressed option 1 for me, don't hang up. Obviously, if you're watching us right now on the live show, hold the lines. If you're on the web, again, check your basket out. Make sure to maximise your incredible price postage. Maximise the price. Make sure you don't forget to check your basket out. Now, here's something.
These are little bead caps
that we forget about when it comes to making jewellery.
Yeah, these are initially
these are so cute.
First thing that would come to mind to a jewellery maker would be these would be a little bead cap that would fit perhaps top and bottom onto a bead, just to give that bead a little bit of extra status going through the design that you're working on.
You do get 20 of these.
Well, exactly. I was just about to say you've got that many that you know you can use them as a bead cap. You can also use them as a bail, what I call a bail cap. In other words, if you put a head pin through a bead, okay, if you pop a head pin through that bead and then pop one of those on the top, if you've, in this particular instance with this size of bead, I'd use that as a bead cap, right? You'd pop your head pin through the hole in the bead, through the hole in the centre of the bead cap, and use that to enhance
just to show you how
design.
Basically a bead cap kind of says what it says on the tin, but these are on a strand, so I can't thread it through.
But you can also, particularly in coin-shaped beads, or more of a flattened shaped bead, is you can mould them over the top of that bead so that they can have a little apron effect back and front of the bead. So you just, because they're silver, they're very malleable, just warm them slightly in your fingers and then bend them over the bead. So you've got like a bail sitting on the bead itself. That's a nice bit of decoration. Another way of using them is by using the little points and put beading thread or an eye pin through there, and using those as a part of it, what I can only explain as a dangle. So if you've got a pendant dangle or an earring dangle or a charm dangle, then use that in its in that. I don't know what that elevation is, but that's perpendicular, that's horizontal. I'm normally horizontal. That's it.
Thanks, Jack. Jack has, just very kindly, just so we can kind of demonstrate.
Yeah, you just pop that onto the head pin through that centre point, and then you'll find you can have it sitting proud, which gives like a pagoda effect.
That's quite pretty.
Or you can press them down and mould them over the bead themselves.
And could you perhaps have one on, I could say, top and bottom?
Of course you can, yeah, one on top and bottom, most definitely. And also don't forget that, you know, in jewellery we do use jewellery glue. These are very successful glued onto larger gemstone pendants. You can actually glue onto the face.
Oh, okay.
You know, if you haven't got anywhere else to anchor it, then use a proper good standard jewellery glue, and it works really well. And you can pop a little sort of twilight stars around on a large pendant.
Really pretty. And I don't know, are they strong enough to create? I don't know if this is, I don't know how that would look, but could you know, you were saying about having almost like a dangly, but is there any way you could actually have almost like a chain?
Yeah. Yes, you just use an eye pin, and your little eye pin would sit in the centre, and then wrap around that one, or a jump ring.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. You could, they've actually got more uses, haven't they, than just, I mean, we just sort of demonstrated just
That's the exciting thing about making jewellery, is to look at what you've got and try and work out something a little bit different, ways in which to use them, and that's what will hook in a lot of, if you're selling jewellery or that, or even if you just, you know, you're making it to wear yourself, you think, yeah, you know, nobody else has done that, not that I've seen, and just think outside the box a bit and have a go.
And I think that's the important thing, isn't it? Is when you get to making your jewellery, and as you start, you know, progressing, and you start making more, and you practice more, and you get more confidence, and you start kind of doing more intricate designs, and you can start really kind of like bringing things, as you say, like these head, the bead caps, and start kind of using them apart from just as a bead cap. Should we see the price? We've talked lots about these really pretty head bead caps.
Oh my word.
They are the 20 that you get for less than £5. Do
you know, I can just see those with a silver chain and a splatter of those little stars across the neckline there.
Yes.
So quite random, hanging on chain, and that little,
because interestingly, the big look for this season is still the florals.
Very much so, yeah.
Still a lot of flower patterns, there's still a lot of floral prints in clothing, but actually in jewellery, if you look at your big brand jewellers, there's still a lot of flowers, big in diamond rings.
Very 50s sort of fabrics and things.
And this clearly, I mean, it's a bead cap, but actually when you look at it again, it's like, actually, yeah, this is a flower. So this is how you can, you know, by getting involved at Jewellery Maker, you can keep your jewellery, your homemade jewellery, still in trend, still in fashion. So it hasn't got just to be a couple of beads on the strand. You can really take your jewellery making to a completely different level and very much on trend. Bearing in mind that for the price you're screening right now, £4.75, you do get all 20 of these sterling silver bead caps. I mean, in my mind, knowing that obviously in Gems Extra we sell a lot of jewellery, as Linda was saying earlier on, which is obviously made jewellery, and it's in silver, you know, it's very, very rare that we're able to bring you this sort of gram weight of silver at £4.75. So again, proving very, very popular. If you are calling for these bead caps, again, don't hold up, hang up. Don't forget to check your basket out to really maximise those bargain deals. So that's your bead caps. Oh, now, this is something which is a little bit
I love these.
Different. Now, you might need to explain, because these are your pendant.
Now, the pendant bails, yeah, they're absolutely beautiful. Essentially, if you've got a bead or gemstone, okay, then you'll see just inside there, you'll see two little prongs that sit either side. Well, very carefully, because you don't want to compromise the shape. You won't really compromise a metal unless you play with it for a long time, but you don't want to compromise the shape. So I would say with your flat nose, 2 pairs of flat nose pliers, just gently tease them apart. You'll know when it's gone enough. So in other words, put the gemstone size according to your bail size, and then the two little prongs will pop inside the hole each side of the gemstone and then gently ease it back. Having said that, you can leave it as it is and go in with a eye pin or a jump ring and just make a drop.
Oh, of course,
so
yes.
A little drop for earrings if you want to use them for earrings, which I've done, which look absolutely stunning, or a pendant drop and come from there, or even use them within a necklace design where you can drop from there and then take the top part from the bail part at the top as well.
So all in sterling silver, all 925 sterling silver. So I'm thinking here you're getting 5 of these pendant bails. Are we doing a price slash for these? Oh, I know.
It's a lot of silver there.
It's a lot of silver, isn't it? That's what? Okay, I've just been told again. That's a brilliant price, isn't it? That's the original price. I've got 5 pieces. Do you know what the phone lines have been in this sterling silver deals? The phone lines have been consistently, looking at my screen, have been consistently busy. Clearly you are really loving the sterling silver deals we've got for you. We're going to price slash 5 sterling silver pendant bails.
Oh my
That's basically a pound of bail.
Pound a bail, yeah. I mean, you know, do buy these things, particularly at these prices, because, you know, when you become a jewellery maker addict, there's nothing better than having a stash. And then, even if inspiration hasn't taken over for the day or the hour that you're doing it at, you just look at the stash and you'll be inspired by what's there. And something as small but as exquisite as this just ends up making the most beautiful, beautiful
and there
pieces.
Is a very
it's gorgeous.
It's a tulip.
It's a tulip, yeah. Beautiful.
Because I'm holding it upside down. You may not have been aware, and again, just it comes back to what I said about the floral flowers, still big news. If I hold it this way round, you might just, there you are, you'll probably make out that there is your tulip. So it's a really pretty design. Again, if you were thinking that for sterling silver, this is just going to be a sort of like a bog standard pendant bail, you know what I mean? Like a very plain.
No,
but it's not, is it? It's very decorative.
There's a design element in there, isn't there?
And it's pound. Pound because there's 5 of them that you get for $4.95. So again, if you're watching a catch up, if you've recorded us and you're playing us back, please still place the call. They could still be available to you. You're calling from BT Landline, it is free, 0800 644 655. As you're loving the silver, I think it's only right that actually bring you some, just a couple more pieces. Now, I know we've talked about in the kits with the copper gold plating. I love these. And actually you mentioned it in one of the kits we had, oh gosh, what are they called? Spacers.
Yes. Yeah, these are sterling silver, stardust, diamond dusted, spacer beads. Again, they don't have to be spacer beads.
No, gosh,
you know,
no.
don't sort of downgrade them, because look how beautiful they
Yeah.
are. They are such an integral part of a beautiful piece of jewellery. I'm amazed we've still got any of these left, actually. I thought they'd...
I must admit, because whenever I've shown these on screen, the phone lines always go crazy. I know the web as well love these. So like Linda, I'm surprised we are able to bring these to you. Producer Deanna has actually also said, because you're loving the silver this morning, she's actually just working out, sorry, the reason that these details are on your screen is she's currently working out about a price slash deal for you. I know, for all of these beautiful, and as Linda says, on paper they should be quite functional about spacers, but when they are this pretty, when they are this sparkly, actually you can start to take your jewellery to really completely different places, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be honest, I think my advice would be don't look at what you're seeing now. Look at them and then think about your design immediately.
Yeah.
Think about where it's going, see that picture in your head, and that's when that'll come into its own, the value of those.
I'm thinking particularly for your summer, I'm thinking for your bridal jewellery, for your, you know, for your summer
just that
bride.
Little touch, isn't it?
With the pearls,
Yes.
you can imagine some of these silver, the sparkly silver, the way they catch the light, real summery elegance, but at the same time just really, really pretty. and price slashing as well. Now, already, I know you're calling for these. Obviously, when you see the price, I suspect more of you will want these in your order today. You do get 15. That's a lot, isn't it, Linda?
Yeah,
that
it
takes.
is. Yeah, it is, definitely. You've got 2 or 3 pieces of jewellery minimum, and that's putting quite a lot in there. Just the odd one, it gives just that little bit of bling.
That little bit of sparkle.
Yeah.
Shall I show you what you should be paying? That is already a phenomenal price, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, the lines are getting busier again because now you recognise that we're not stopping at £6.45 today. More of you coming to the lines. At the moment, there's about a 30-second wait on the phone lines, but I would place your call now because we're price slashing. More of you are coming to the phone lines. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. This is what we love doing every single day in every single show, bringing you sterling silver and our deals this morning. That's 15 for less than £5. Okay. It's all right.
Yeah, I actually can't get these when I'm here. I've wanted them before and they've gone. So, you know, I just...
Deanna's got the code. She's written the code down for you.
Thanks. I really do mean that because I can't. I have tried to get them in the past because I do like to put them into my jewellery. And so I do encourage you to get them. And as I say, think outside the box, think about, just take them, have them, and then decide what to do with them. Because, you know, if you haven't got them, you can't use them.
Absolutely. I think at this price as well, you do not want to be missing out. Okay, at the moment, the phone lines, you're looking at about a 50-second wait once you press option 1. But obviously, once you're there and you've got your call answered, you can sit back, you can relax. You've got your 15 Starburst, or Stardust, I beg your pardon, Rondell spaces. But as we've already said, you know, these beautiful spaces are much, much more than just spaces. In fact, if anything, I'm probably not doing much justice holding them like I am, but you'll get an idea when you get them home. Amazing.
Let's see what you do with them. I'd like to see them on the wall of fame.
Yeah, send your wall of fame entries when you get these home, and like Linda says, you know, sit back, relax, think about where you want to put these in your future designs, and then send us a picture to studio@jewellerymaker.com. Shall we bring you? Because again, I want to go floral again. Now you might need to demonstrate because I was fiddling a little bit and I wasn't doing for me because obviously I'm a bit cack-handed at these sort of things sometimes. These are so pretty.
These take me back to my childhood when I used to play with my mum's poppet beads and pearl beads, because in the 50s, the 1850s. In the 50s,
I'm not that old.
In the 50s.
I'm that old.
As it should be. It was stylish times, and clasps on necklaces were really, really popular. The more ornate, the better. Thankfully, we're coming back to that now, where we do realise people see us from a back view, and it's nice to think that we've got something stylish there to be seen, and these are exquisite.
Now, these are basically a clasp for necklaces?
Or bracelets.
Or bracelets.
Yep, absolutely.
So there is where you basically just thread.
That's where you would put your beading thread, chain, or whatever medium you're using.
So imagine you've got the string of beads.
So that's one side of your clasp.
And then how
then the other one, it's a bit of a jigsaw puzzle. That floral piece there, you pop onto the top of the little saucer with the opposite side. You can imagine there's one side where you're clasping onto, and then so that stands to reason that the other circle has to be the other side of the necklace come bracelet.
Oh, okay.
So pop that into the middle of the saucer inwards and let that little jump ring fit.
Oh, okay.
Into. So if you take it that way, if you hold the flower, hold the flower, okay, and pop it in.
Oh, I see.
Okay, and then because it's a floral shape, okay. This, I mean, don't get me wrong. This isn't a bad fit. This is how it should be. This should fit like this, because when it's straightened up like that, it's the shape of the flower, and that's what keeps it firm.
Oh,
okay,
I see.
It finds it very, very difficult to shift then once these two are lined up. Okay. So when you first put it in, you think, oh, that's not quite a good fit. But
then it
trust
settles
me,
down, doesn't it?
It is, because it stops it falling out again.
And I'm guessing we have got a lot. I mean, we've brought you today some, like, I'm just thinking the Hit the Jackpot kit, where those amazing size, beautiful, big, heavy pyrite. This with those heavier stones would be ideal, wouldn't it?
Absolutely,
Just sit
it's nice and firm. But what I like about something like this, I do like to think that you can use that as I've got a strand of pearls, and which I made myself, and I've got one of these that I just sit at the front. Because it's not, and it's still the class.
Again, yes, because
it's so beautiful. It can, you know, you can sit proudly with it from the front, but then equally at the back, you know, people do see us from behind.
Again, you're loving the fact you're getting 3 of these. We haven't even priced actually the price yet.
No.
Are we price slashing these? Oh, okay. These have previously been price slashed. So what we're going to do this morning is we're going to honour that original price slash as well. So at $11.95, which is where we're supposed to be, and we do get 3 of these, like rose, aren't they? They're like little roses. Your price slash, again, please hold the phone lines if you are calling for any of the sterling deals. Obviously, while stocks last, we're honouring these prices for you to just $8.95.
There's a lot of silver work, isn't there?
3 of these exquisite roses, so pretty, and as Linda suggested, with particularly the floral you're getting in the clasp as well. You could actually have that as part of the front of your design. So, you know, normally with a clasp you tend to hide it away, but actually you wouldn't want to hide this away. It's silver. You'd want to show this off, if anything, wouldn't you?
I mean, I've also used them. I've used the little flower part of the clasp as a charm. Okay, and then the other part, again going back to jewellery glue, I've used that as a bezel set.
Oh, of course.
And I've put an oval-shaped gemstone into that, and I've got a little framework around it, like a little picture frame.
So actually, the rose element of has actually become a charm. So that's gone onto a bit of jewellery, and then what Linda's basically saying is she's using that to set a stone into almost like a bezel setting.
And that's a significant setting, that is, isn't it?
Wow.
With silver.
That is.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, and you've got 3 of these, so you've got your clasp and you've got plenty to play with. £8.95. Amazing deals in our sterling deals. Linda, thank you so much. I'm so sorry I've taken a bit of your time as well.
No, I loved it.
Because I know you love your silver pieces.
Yeah, I do.
Bearing in mind, anything I will say is we've got the chain, which we can only hold that price for 24 hours. So bear in mind that the chain that we showed you, that deal I can only honour for 24 hours from when we price slash. They are now all listed on the website, or check out the phone lines as well, but check out the website, jewellerymaker.com. Okay, so Linda, you got your challenge. So I'll let Linda get on the challenge because we're going to revisit Linda before. Gosh, have you seen the time? Is that really the time? It's flown by today. So thank you for your company as always. Keep your messages coming through and hold on that phone line for any of the silver deals. There's there's quite a bit of a wait on the phone lines. We know you're there. We will get to your call. Up next, have you got another new kit still coming up?
We have. It's a
Can we have a quick look?
Buster.
Twilight. Oh, I love this Twilight kit. This is still to come. We've still got just over an hour left of the live show, so we've still got plenty to bring you. So keep watching. Keep it. Jewellery Maker. We're back next with that amazing kit and more besides.
When you're watching our day show or repeat show on the internet, you can hold up to 2 items in your basket at any one time. However, when watching the live late show between the hours of 5 PM to 9 PM, things are slightly different. Due to the stock quantity being live, you can only place 1 item in your basket before you must check that item out, giving a fair opportunity for all watching. Remember, you can only purchase items from the live late show by heading to the Jewellery Maker homepage and clicking the Watch Us Live button. Enjoy the online experience with Jewellery Maker.
New to jewellery making? Then why not come and join us on our Beading for Beginners course? Join guest designer Cherry Green as she takes you through all the basic techniques to create your very own necklaces, earrings and bracelets. You will learn a variety of skills, all of which will help you get started in jewellery making. During the course of the day, you'll get to have a backstage tour of the studios, meet the presenters and have a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes beading thread, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, a 925 sterling silver findings pack, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments. All this for just £79.95. For details on course dates and availability, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Add to your collection with our Wirework DVD, which is full of hints, tips and step-by-step instructions for all levels. Join guest designer Laura Binding as she takes you through how to create the Tree of Life, the herringbone weave and many more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
Very warm welcome, we are Jewellery Maker. I'm Alan, and with me in the studio today is guest designer Linda. We've set the challenge, so throughout the rest of the show we're going to be finding out what Linda has come up with regards to the Provence jewellery kit, and I think she nicked a bit of black Labrador, I remember rightly, and we gave her some jump rings as well. So we're going to catch up with Linda. By the way, I know there's a lot of you on the phone lines for the sterling deals, so if you are still placing your order with us, it's just very, very busy this morning. Obviously the sterling deals, Deanna wasn't expecting, well, we were expecting to be popular, but it's obviously a lot popular. I suspect it's those prices, young lady. Oh, I think it is. That was a bit of a stern voice, I don't know where that came from. Chill. So let's switch to new in. Linda, have you seen these gorgeous greens?
No.
These are fab.
Oh my word.
Your shopping list for today's show.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm just bankrupt. They are fab, aren't they?
Gorgeous colour.
Beautiful. They're like, do you know what they remind me of? They remind me of turquoise almost. You know, sometimes your turquoise beads can be a little bit more green than the blues. These have all been faceted. Really, really pretty. That's just Jack. He's just making it. He's trying to be quiet in the background, but he never can be. You're right, fella. Good. This is all good. So yeah, your turquoisey sort of colours, really pretty patterning, and again, you're looking at a 38 centimetre strip. I know they are just. Linda's kind of oohing and ahhing like we're at a firework display.
What is it?
It is exquisite, isn't it? What we've actually got for you here, they look like turquoise. They're actually a really, really prettily cut, faceted, crazy lace agate. That's what you've got. Now your crazy lace agate, I've seen some kind of like almost like aquamarine crazy lace agate. So this for me is a little bit the first time that we actually brought you, for me anyway, your greens. If you're expecting, I'm trying to sort of make sure that everyone's aware. I mean, obviously you can see on your screen, it's not going to be like a grass green. Okay, it is very much leaning towards turquoise, but again, because they're all individual gemstones, you will find that some of these. Back there, you can see this is a perfect view you've got here, look. If you look at some of those colours coming around now, there are some quite fresh green, then you go a little bit maybe of the sort of fern greens coming through, but then you get just that little sort of like a blue, just a little bit of a blue hue to the crazy lace agate. Faceted, so as they move, you're going to get a lovely reflection of the light, what we call surface luster. Now, if you facet a stone, if you facet a bead, basically it reflects that light. So if you're looking for your jewellery to sparkle, then this is the strand to add to your collection. This would work perfectly, I'm thinking, with those beautiful browns, those coffee flavours of the Marrakesh jewellery kit that which we launched a little earlier on. If there are any of those kits available, because it was limited stock during the live show, grab it. But if you want then to add these beautiful lace agate beads alongside, when you see the price, you will not want to miss out. And bear in mind how busy our phone lines have been, and a lot of you have been web bidding as well. So again, thank you for helping us out by joining us at jewellerymaker.com. Make sure you check your basket out. New in today, here is your price. Deanna, that is too low. She's going, no, it's not. No, it's not, she says. These are look, in my mind, these are genuine gemstone beads that we've got for you here. 38 centimetre strand with the most beautiful flashes of those very delicate blues and greens combined. But for £5.95, imagine how much more a kit that you may have already bought from us, how much more jewellery you can make. Because remember, every time you add a strand or strands, remember you're making your kits go even further, but you don't even need to have bought any kits from us. It might just be that you love making jewellery and you've already got various amounts of beads that you've stashed, as we've all got. I was saying to Linda earlier on about the spare room. My spare room at the moment has just got shelf on shelf. In fact, like Linda was saying, actually, I've even got little boxes of silver, because I kind of buy little bits of silver and put them into the little boxes and think, I know I'm going to come back to that and I'm going to use that as part of a focal point in a necklace or a bracelet. I'll come back to that. So that's why the sterling deal is probably so popular, because of the prices. But now you can add to your gemstone stash. Now you can add to your beads for just £5.95. Remember, you're going to cap your P&P as well at £4.95. So we will basically, you can add as many items to your order, and we will only ever charge you the one postage and packing at £4.95. Now at the moment there's about a 1.5 minute queue on the phone lines. Obviously I'm referring to the live show in the here and now. If you're watching the repeat, if you're recorders, if you're catching up, still call. At the moment, about 50% of the stock has already flown out the door. I always like that expression. I imagine that suddenly little wings fly. It's not a literal flying, you understand. So about 50% of the stock has already been gone. £5.95, but I've got another new strand for you as well. I think the next strand I'm about to show you is going to really complement this strand. So I might just keep this out for a moment, because I want to come back to this, because this, now again, this is Mauve blue. Okay, now they reckon that when it comes to genuine gemstones, blue is said to be the most popular colour. Take a look at these blues. These are jasper. These are plain jasper rounds. They are 8mm in size, but we've described these as apatite jasper. So basically, you know, when we had jasper earlier on, we talked about jasper having referred to as picture jasper or Picasso jasper because of the patterning. Sometimes, because of the different colours, your jaspers are given a sort of colour, or in this case, another gemstone to describe. And it's quite a royal blue. I'm going to give you you can see them up close there. They're lovely plain rounds, which basically means not faceted. I want to introduce you back to those Crazy Lays agates. Yeah, I've mixed up my letters. You know what the last strand that I showed you, the limited stock strand. Look at how they complement one another. Quite turquoisey blue with this much more sort of deeper, darker, sort of regal blue to the apatite jasper. But that just again shows you how they complement one another. And if you have perhaps already placed your order today, add these to your order, because I'm reckoning if you loved the price for the lace agate, you will not want to miss out on the jasper that we've got for you here, the apatite jasper. Again, this would work very nicely with the Provence kit that Linda has used as part of the challenge. It would work on, in fact, it would work alongside some of those other strands that we had, the amethyst, the pinks. Are you ready for the price? I'm a bit nervous because we saw the price of that last. Wow, again, phenomenal deal. Jasper, genuine jasper stones, described as apatite because of that lovely colour, that deep blue, for just £5.95. Exquisite, just divine. 0800 644 655. Again, I return to stock because this is such a beautiful blue. And again, let's just pop it alongside those lace agate stones. Now I know we've got a lot of buyers who are coming back in to buy both the strands. Maybe you want to get both strands combined because you're getting some fabulous deals this morning. 0800 644 655. If you are calling from a BT landline, your call is free. Other networks may charge, including mobiles. £5.95. Remember, your P&P is capped as well, and brand new in. Okay, they are listed on our website. Oh, quickly, coming up soon. These are fab. Linda, coming up soon.
Oh, wow.
You like mookaite, don't you?
I love it.
I love.
Those are beautiful.
Beautiful colours. I love these colours. Autumnal colours, but look at the sizes. I mean, ideal as a pendant, maybe. Very, very pretty. Quite summer sunshine yellows in there as well, so maybe a mix of the summer as well as the autumn. Coming up soon, and again, new in. So coming up soon. Linda, can I interrupt you? Is that all right?
Yeah.
I feel really bad because I keep
No,
interrupting.
it's
Linda. We've asked Linda to work on a kit, the Provence kit, the Jasper kit, the Challenge kit even. So we're going to come back to how far we've got with Linda, but I know these are amazing colours. The reason I wanted to show you the Mookite was because of those very striking summer yellows and oranges, but what we've just walked into here, Visa just picked out those colours.
Yes,
These are beautiful.
These are a couple of what we call bicone bundles that we've done. We've done them in the red agate here that you can see I've made up, and we've also done them here, Alan, in an amethyst.
Oh, I like these. I like the amethyst pack.
Just to give you some choice. And the design, one design there that the camera's on now, is just a design I did on a Chosen by You, and several people asked me to sort of talk through that design. And,
I love this. This is like properly like, it's kind of like striking and bold and very contemporary. The wire work, it's really
I mean, originally I did it for
I
did it in some clear quartz, which looked really pretty because it for a bridal look, but it works just as well in a coloured gemstone.
Amazing. So this is basically, you were saying that you had a lot of positive feedback on it.
Yeah, people just wanting to know. I mean, I think a lot of jewellery makers will be able to work it out, which is what we do. I walk around looking at women's chests to work out what they're wearing, and. But other jewellery makers just sort of thinking, well, perhaps it would be nice to have a quick talk through, a quick technique demo on it. So I'll go through it. If anybody needs any more time designated to it, just pop a note on Facebook and I'll do a word by word.
Now, it's interesting as well you mentioned Facebook, because we have got, I was really shocked actually, we're up to about over 8,000 likes on our Facebook page. So that is a really great community. With any questions, anything, you know, if you haven't got time to text in or you're watching a catch-up show, it's not a live show, you can leave us a message on there and say the designers will pick up on it, particularly if it's something you want to see. But yeah, brilliant how many of you have loved the Facebook page. It's been very, very helpful to you. Now, we've got I've just been told, by the way, very limited quantities in the red agate and the amethyst, okay? So we've actually got two for you to choose from, two different colours. What we've got actually shown on your display, these are the red agate, and this is the details coming up on your screen right now. It's bicone beauty, and what we basically have for you is, now does it come, remind me, it does come with the findings as well, doesn't it?
Excuse me. It comes,
sorry.
Yes, it comes with the 2 strands of red agate.
Yep.
It comes with the crimps, and it comes with 2 of these beautiful lobster claw with a crimp end clasp.
So you've basically got, you know, in terms of sort of getting you underway, you could effectively be making, just on this kit alone.
Yeah, you just need beading thread.
The beading thread's all you need. You've got your lobster claw findings, 95% silver lobster claw findings and crimp beads, and you've got the red agates as well. You've got 2, as Linda says, 2 strands of red agate. We have actually got a similar kit with amethyst as well. Okay, but we're going to, on your screen, we've got the details for the red agate. So, but we've they'll both be the same price, so the amethyst and the red agate will be exactly the same price. If you prefer the amethyst, I'll very quickly show you just one of the amethyst strands. Again, you get 2 amethyst strands with the purple. Again, I mean, if you, I would say go for both actually.
That's a frosted amethyst. It's beautiful. Because
that is, and again, you've got with the red agate. And then you've got this, like, almost like you say, quite a frosted amethyst. Really kind of nice way of sort of mixing and matching actually across the 2 kits. So I'm showing you the amethyst, which is still is also available, but we're actually got the details for the red agate. I think we're going to go quite quickly. I think we're going to show you.
Right, very quickly. I'll talk you through
amethyst.
this then.
Sorry, you're all right for time. It's me.
Oh, okay, you carry on. I'm
I was
happy.
going to say,
I'll
just quickly show you the details for the amethyst so that we can get all the details on your screen. I think it also means it goes on the website, is that right? Yeah, it goes on the website that way. So what should we do with the red agate?
Right, very, very simple, to be truthful. You've got this fabulous, what I call a inbuilt crimp lobster claw clasp here. Okay, so you can see you've got your lobster claw and you've got these gorgeous little crimp all-in-ones that will attach the beading thread into. So for the design, I use 2 lengths of beading thread. Again, take far more than you ever think that you're going to need.
Oh wow, that's really
they
clever.
Are nice and neat. Really, really clever.
That is very,
quite
very
a sizable.
clever.
You'll get, I would imagine, 3 beading threads minimum in there.
Yeah, that is very clever. I like that, and you get one on, as you say, both.
For the other side of the neckline.
Both ends. Yeah. Wow.
Again, there's a lot of silver.
Okay, and again, just to re-emphasise, we're going to put the details of it on the website. You can go for the amethyst or the red agate, or go for both. Will be the same price. The details on screen at the moment, because they're both called Bicomb Beauty Kit, necklace kit. Yes, details on screen are for the amethyst. There's the red agate available as well. We're going to give you the same price for both. Okay, so new in today.
Excellent.
$19.95. I know, that's 2 strands, plus your, as you said, your sterling silver, you've got your crimp beads, you've got your lobster claw. All you need to bring to the kit is your beading thread. But we've actually said, I know we work together a lot, Linda and I, and we always say this, when you buy any of the other kits and you know it's got all of those reels of thread, and we always say you're going to have loads left over. In effect, you probably don't need to buy any more beading thread because you probably, if you've already got another kit, go to that reel. Yeah. I guess that's what you've done effectively, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just gone to another kit and taken the thread. So there are threads available on our website. If you want to check out, maybe you want a different colour thread.
Exactly. I mean, that particular design, because there's a lot of beading thread on show, would look fantastic in a colour.
Yeah,
I mean, that would make it a bit more funky, wouldn't it?
So if you want a different colour thread, check out the website as well. So we're going to basically, the same price, $19.95. The details on your screen are for the amethyst Bicomb Beauty Kit, but it'll be exactly the same price for the red agate. Okay.
Okay.
New in today, get calling. While you're calling, keep watching, and obviously I know a lot of you record the show, so you can play back what Linda's about to make.
Right, so we've cut an extra long length of beading thread twice, okay? And what we've done is we've popped that beading thread into the hole on this crimp bead here. Both beading threads in there, okay? Just like that. And then take your flat nose pliers, and because this has got sort of probably I would say about 2, 3, 4, about 4 or 5 mil of a silver tube there. In my mind, it's just a good idea just to take the very end of that tube and compress it down. Because you've got this extra length here, that's quite decorative as far as I'm concerned. Just give the end a really, really good press, okay? So that you've got a nice flat, you've changed the format really of the silver, but that looks quite decorative in my mind because we're now going to leave a certain amount of beading thread available, and that, as far as I'm concerned, looks tidy rather than squashing the whole lot.
And of course it's silver, and I know again we bang on about it a lot, but silver is such a malleable metal, isn't it? It's so easy to play with. So even if you have, got difficulty with gripping whatever, you shouldn't find working your silver findings actually too difficult, should you?
No, not at all. Right, now we're keeping this tramline look, okay? So we're using both threads together. At this point now, just thread on a crimp bead, okay? And let it drop to, I would imagine, around about, what's that, about 4 inches. Let's say between 3 and 4 inches from the clasp, okay? And trying your best to keep those beading threads parallel. It's probably best to work on a flat surface now. Keep those parallel and then go in, now rather than holding the thread in the air, go in with the flat nose pliers and compress the crimp bead. Now I know there will be lots of you out there, and I'm with you every step of the way, literally, that the icing on the cake on that crimp bead now would be a crimp bead cover. Okay, so they're on the website. If you want to purchase them separately, please do, because that's the icing on the cake. Okay, so the next thing we do is thread on a bicone.
They are pretty, aren't they?
They're really, it's my favourite shape gemstone.
Because it's the facets, again, we're talking about the faceting of a stone, and they just reflect the light, and the designs you come up with just, I think, really maximise, particularly the necklace where it's like less is more.
Yes.
That lovely, sort of light play with the stones, it's just exquisite.
So we've threaded on a bicone, followed by a faceted round, followed by another bicone, okay? And then we're now going to, we need to keep that in position, and the way to do that is another crimp bead. Okay.
That's going down both the strands again,
so
isn't
that's
it?
going down both the strands. We're working on both strands all the time.
Right.
Now at this point here, we don't want to have these overly tight, but we don't want to have massive gaps in between, okay? So just probably about a millimetre, half a millimetre in between, just so that that bead there is a little bit free, okay? And go in and crimp off again. Squish the crimp bead, and you've got a little bit of movement in the middle there, okay? Then the next thing to do is really, you need to have some form of measurement, and this is where my trusty bead board comes in. Okay, at the bottom, on the bottom end, you'll see that we've got some figures.
Yes.
Okay, so what I do is I measure from what I call the inside, which is this edge, this inside edge here, not the one next to the bead, but that one. I pop that on the edge of a line there. It doesn't matter what number it is, as long as you do each one the same. And then find another line, okay? And just pop my thumb there and think, is that enough? And as far as I'm concerned, it's enough. Now, if you want a longer necklace, then make the gaps bigger. But about 1 inch is good to me. So I've worked that out. So the next thing I do is put on another crimp bead to act as a stopper for the next 3 beads. Go back to the bead board, and on the inside there, that goes on to there's the 14 on the inside, there's the 15. So then I just pinch my fingernails there, hold the crimp so that it can't move, and squish it down. And I'll do that every time for the spacing, so that it's exactly the same. So it's a good use for all the numbers on your bead board. So they're an absolute...
They are fab, aren't they, the bead boards?
Yeah, you might look and think, oh, what would I need that for? Yeah, you need it for lots of things.
It just, like you say,
So
little projects
useful.
like this, it suddenly comes into its own.
Absolutely.
They should be on the website. So if you want details on the bead boards, if they're still in stock, I think they should be actually, they'll be on the old website, jewellerymaker.com. Add it to your order. They're really, I couldn't believe the prices we used to put them.
I know, they're great. I mean, this is what you can also, in the grooves here, you can format your designs before you go
line up as well,
to do it completely and just see what they look like. So then pop on another crimp bead, and again, bring that down to, just so that you've got a little bit of movement in that centre bead there, crimp it down. Now, what I did on my design was I repeated that 7 times. So I've got 7 groups of 3. So at the bottom then, you can see that there is a, see that centre one.
Oh,
if you've got an odd number, you'll always have a centre.
It's just dawned, yes, exactly. It's just dawned on me. So these are your groups of 3 that had suddenly, it suddenly comes, the pennies just dropped, as you say. It's just, because I was looking at it, I was thinking, well, how's it all going to happen? Oh, right, yeah, okay, 3, 3, 3, 3. I've got you.
Right, now, if you imagine I've got the 7 on, because unfortunately I'm under time constraints, then cut a length of beading thread, probably about 9 inches or so, because again, we can always take off what we don't need. And then working on the sets of 3, the very first one, you see, which is why I said keep a little bit of freedom, but not too much.
Of course, again, this is where it comes into its own.
We need to pass the beading thread, okay? Now, this is fiddly, but I like fiddly. I must admit, I'm not one of these that like to rush through things. I like fiddly, okay? I just feel a sense of achievement somehow.
Yeah.
And then
take your time as well, can't you, as well?
Exactly, life's too much of a rush.
Is it still a glass of wine of an evening as you're doing your little beading? Just the one glass then?
The doctor said it was good for me.
Absolutely.
Didn't mention bottle. Just said wine. So we're passing this beading thread through that centre bead there so that it exits through there as well, okay, and just pull it through. Then the very first bead that is going to sit on this curve here is going to sit right there. That's the only one that sits near the top. It just gives
this one here?
Yeah, it just gives it a little bit, instead of that sticking out at the base of the neck randomly, I just thought it's nice to pull that one in. So pop your bicone on there, okay, and let that drop down to where it feels happy. Again, it won't be completely in line, but it looks good because the other one will do exactly the same on the other end. And then again, pop on the crimp bead, and then wherever you can't really give that much of a push more, it's sitting quite happily there. There's a little bit of beading thread on show. Crimp that down, okay? And then this remaining piece of beading thread here, we're just going to leave. This is a repetition after this now.
Right.
We're just going to leave that one as it is at the minute, because we're going on to the next set, which is how you will progress, and do exactly the same thing again. Take a piece of beading wire through that bead, that centre bead, pull it through, okay? And then you'll see that it naturally finds a centre point where it crosses. So this is why it's a good idea to work on a flat surface, preferably something that's a bit soft, because that's got just a little bit of friction.
Is it one of these? Is it crosses over?
Yeah,
Oh,
yes,
that's fab,
exactly.
Isn't it?
So you can imagine now, there's your crossover, which you're going to do on every one, back up to the other side of the neckline, where you'll just do a mirror image of that one. So where that natural crossover is, the next thing is to pop on a crimp bead, okay, and just ease it up to about 4 or 5 mil from where it crosses, and then crimp it down, pop on a bicone or around, however you'd like to make your particular design. Pop on another bicone. This is its stopper on both ends. Okay, pop on another bicone, let it drop down, crimp it down, and then repeat that on the crossover there. Because you've got it now on a flat surface, you've got a nice, perfect crossover, and you can see exactly where to put the next one, and repeat that all the way around the neckline, ending up with the one that's a little bit closer there, and that's all there is to it.
And it's worth mentioning that apart from the beading wire, remember that the beading wire doesn't come in the kit, the crimp beads that Linda was using there, as well as the bicones, do. And obviously I was just thinking, because I was watching thinking there's quite a lot of crimp beads, because obviously it's depending on the style of necklace you're creating. But actually for $19.95 you get all the crimp beads as well as the bicone. Just beautiful red agate. And don't forget, you've also got the lobster claw fastening too.
Yeah, two of those.
You've actually got 2 lobster claw fastening. Now the details on your screen are for the amethyst. If you want the red agate, we're basically price matching the kit. So the red agate and the amethyst, 2 different kits, $19.95. Okay. So if you love the colours, and I love this necklace. This is so different from anything that, when you think about making jewellery, you don't always think that this is what you can make.
Yeah, and you can move on from that design and make like a centre pendant from it and do some more crossovers.
Love it. And not take away from the second necklace, because the second necklace there is so pretty as well, because of course you've got more of the red agate there. You've got lots more red agate bicones. So again, you've got to get a lot of sparkle. Summer sunshine. I love that star as well. Is that crimp beads there, or is it just?
No, that's very simple. Just work a 6 series circle. So that's a bicone and a round. Do 6 of those. And then come back through a round. If you see that round top right, see that round top right next to the bicone, if you come out through that bead and then thread 3 beads onto your beading thread, and then go back through the next round.
Wow.
And then you'll end up with that little picot on each one that forms a star.
So pretty. From that one kit, you've got 2 very dramatic styles of necklace. Remember, we're price matching red agate, $19.95, to the amethyst, exactly the same context, Although I've just been told the red agate is selling at the moment. There's more of you choosing the red agate. It might be because it's on display, but maybe
it looks stunning in amethyst.
It does look stunning, actually. I have to say the red agate looks stunning, as does the amethyst. But you've got two to choose from. Bicone Beauty Kit, two different gemstones to choose from. But you do get the 2 strands. You do get the sterling silver. You do get the crimp beads as well as the lobster claw fastening. All you need to bring to the kit is the beading thread.
That's all.
As we've already discussed. Go to the website if you want a different colour, or use some of the beading thread maybe you've got left over for some previous projects. Linda, I keep interrupting you, so I'm going to let you get on the challenge.
Okay, fine.
At the beginning of the show, we set Linda, and thank you for that, by the way. I love this necklace. Kits are available on the website, by the way, as well. Jewellerymaker.com, as well as the phone lines. Thank you, Linda. We're going to bring you some price slashes, but don't miss out on those deals. 0800 644 655. I've got one more brand new kit to bring you. It's coming up in about less than 10 minutes' time, in fact, okay? Because I've just realised the time. Linda, we haven't got long on our live show. Don't worry if you just joined us and you're thinking, I loved what you just did there. We repeat the show from 1 o'clock onwards, okay? So it's a 4-hour live show from 9 till 1, we repeat. Oh, yes. You know how you love the sterling silver deals. And whilst Linda was putting together that necklace, I was thinking, Linda, the sterling silver stardust as well. In amongst those bicones.
Fabulous.
Oh, you like?
Fabulous.
Oh, yes. I could be a designer. Maybe not. So price slash. Okay, we've got kits. Oh, we've got kits. We've got kits. The whole kits. Now, this is where, if you wanted, remember what I said a moment ago, from any of the thread that's left over from another kit to then use with your Bicone Beauty necklace kit. Wow. Now, I've got some very vivid purples. Beautiful colours. You get the fabulous bags, but you get all of this beading thread. Fabulous. And all of these gold. I love. This is Violet Hill. Sounds like a character from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Was that Violet? I can't remember her surname now. Hey? Beauregard. Was it? Was it? Really? Oh, Tom's nodding away as well. Obviously big fans of Charlie the Chocolate Factory. I want to call her Violet Hill now for this kit. This is, as the name implies, you've got some very pretty colours. Now, combination of, all the way from Russia, your showerite. In fact, the only known location for showerite. And then we've got 2 of your Chinese jade. We've got plain rounds and rice beads. These are dyed purple and dyed violet. The colours are amazing, as well as 925 sterling silver. Now, you do get, with this kit, it's in a little bag, you do get a whole mix. Oh, there we are. That's what I was looking for. A whole mix of sterling silver. You also get beading thread and your elastic. Let me show you the original price for this kit. Now, you're joining us at a perfect opportunity. You're not going to pay $24.95. I know you're getting a lot for your money here. And that's why, from day one of Jewellery Maker, one of the big things we wanted to launch were our kits, where we could bring you everything you need to start getting your jewellery making underway. All that you needed were the tools. Okay, your design and the tools, and you've seen Linda using round nose and flat nose pliers and cutters. That's what you need to bring. Okay, everything you need to make jewellery is in this kit, and this is not your price. $24.95 should be, given you've got this very rare 1 location stone of the showerite, all of these beautiful colours. Here comes your Tombola price slash. I like this. So cute. Wow, okay, we're under £20. $17.95, that's what we do with a price slash. Bring you beautiful kits. How many of these have we got, Deanna? Oh, okay, so if you place your call, if you're on the web right now, you get clicking your buy now button, you actually stand a really good chance. Okay, we've got quite a nice quantity available to you with regards to Violet Hill. $17.95. Now, just think, just for a second, for the gemstones. You know, we've been bringing you a lot of strands. Look at the price on your screen, because for this price, 3 strands, sterling silver, beading thread and elastic. A little earlier on, we did an under £5 section, didn't we, with strands under £5. You know, you've got 3 strands here, but don't forget this is the whole kit. It's not just about the strands in this kit. You actually have got your silver findings you just saw there, as well. There's always still stone silver findings, your head pins, your shepherd's hooks. You've got enough room there to make at least 2 pairs of earrings, ring bolt clasps and jump rings and crimp beads for £17.95. Okay. Grab them while they're on your screen. Obviously, if you're watching the catch-up edition and they're still available, then obviously place your phone call, even on the website as well. You know, make your bid for them. But just remember to check your online basket out, because obviously you need to make sure that you really grab hold of the bargains in times. Now, I tell you what, again, beading thread galore, but if looks to me like you might have. Now, this looks like, no, moonstone? It can't be moonstone, surely. Is it like a mystic? Oh, okay, we've got 2 jasper strands. Now, it's just very curious. In fact, this is golden, by the looks of it, quartz, rutile quartz. Oh, I like this. I thought it was moonstone, because as I poured it out of the presentation bag, it did actually look like you're getting some schiller, but it's that golden rutile inclusion. Exquisite. Gold. I'm a big fan of golden rutile quartz. This is a kit that we've called First Embrace. With some very dramatic jasper. You've got 2, well, very large. These are very large. The biggest jasper we've got, wow, okay, 18 millimeters. I mean, that is a big size bead. If you think you've looked around elsewhere for your beads for your jewellery making, and you've looked at 18 millimeters as your size, that's a big size. You get, as always with our kits, you get here, you've got your beading elastic and thread, plus your sterling silver findings. Now they will come, we've put them out on the screen like that for you, so you can see again you've got your earrings, shepherd's hook earrings, crimp beads, ring bolt clasp and head pins. They do actually come, when you take delivery of your bag, they do all come very pretty little gift bags, all for one price, okay? £24.95, that's just to show you that's your silver findings bag. £24.95 is actually not your price today. For this kit, we are going to offer you another price slash, okay? We're going to try and get you as many price slash deals for you to take advantage of. Here comes the most amazing price for 3 strands of genuine gemstones, for your sterling silver findings, for the beading elastic, for the thread, £19.99. And again, I can't stress enough, you're going to find when you get this kit home, if you've never bought from us before, if this is the first time buying, when you get this kit home, you're going to find yourself with loads of the elastic and loads of the thread left over, okay? But if you went for the Bicone Beauty kit that you bought from us earlier on, remember the one that had that lovely necklace that Linda showed us, that's when we said you probably don't need to get more beading thread, because you're going to get loads in the kits that we've got here, particularly with the price slashing as well. £19.95. You've still, of course, got your P&P capped at just £4.95 for the whole of today. You can add as many kits, as many strands, as many items into your order. Go for it now. Gorgeous colours, very substantial size jasper in these very big 80mm sized, and of course your golden rutilated quartz, which in its own strand is 10mm in each of those beads. We price slashed for you today, just £19.95. Now, I've got another price slash kit for you. I know these deals are phenomenal. If you add these alongside the strands that you got for £5 earlier today, you know, you've really got yourself some amazing deals, haven't you? Let me just make sure that I've got the right one. Oh, is this it? Wow. This, oh my word. Okay, look at this strand. Again, I've got some jaspers for you. This is just one of the strands. I just wanted to show you one of the strands because these are the biggest, again, the 18mm sized beads. We've also got 10mm sized. Now, of course, your 10mm ordinarily are large, aren't they? But alongside the 18mm, suddenly kind of looks tiny in comparison. And then we've got these exquisite, look, faceted black onyx. And can you see what's happening with black onyx? Just that movement, just that flash, that burst of surface luster. You get all of the strands. Once again, you've got your beading thread. Once again, you've got your beading elastic. Here comes your original price. And you've got 925 sterling silver. We are at £21.95. These are your sterling silver findings. Okay, these are all in your kit. We're going to price slash. We're going to price slash there for you. You ready for this? Amazing deals for you today, really are. We're at £17.95. We're under £20. Beautiful. We called these the kit Licorice Lovely because you've got your black plum blossom jasper. Phew. So it's a long way to describe some really pretty stones, aren't they? And again, mix and match. Put these alongside the bicones that you saw with the beauty necklace kit. Put these alongside those incredible blues of the apatite jaspers. Put them alongside the pinks that we brought you in those fuchsia agate. You know, all of those colours with these darker colours, with your plum colours, with the darker colours. You know, those light colours are really going to come into their own. £17.95. Add it to your order price, I'm reckoning here. Now, should we do something new? Let's bring you something new. And again, these we put these on the website now, don't we? Yeah. So all the price slashes are on the website now. So obviously, if you are just joining us, all of today's featured products will be online. And it doesn't matter, even if you don't buy from us online, you can use it as a reference, like an online catalogue, and then call the number on your screen in order to add it to your order, or even create your first order. I did give you a bit of a sneaky peek at these colours earlier on. These are, again, substantial sized beads, and I just think are so pretty. Beautiful colours, quite autumnal shades, but at the same time, quite bright yellows. This one in particular striking, I'm thinking, for the very bright summer sunshine yellow. Linda, are you liking? I know you're a big fan of Mookaite as well as me.
I absolutely adore, particularly that.
Big, aren't they?
That big shape, yeah.
Big
you can
shape.
just see all those lovely pictures going on.
I'm thinking pendants.
Awesome wire work, yeah.
Yeah, wire work with pendants. And Linda mentioned pictures, and it is interesting because, of course, this is a member of the Jasper family in Mookaite, and we've been talking about some of the pictures. Look at this. I mean, I've only taken one out of the strand to show you, but look at this. Mookaite, where you've got three principal colours, reds, mustard yellow and cream, but actually with this Mookaite, you've actually got a little bit almost of a sort of bluey tint coming through the patterning as well. Now this is a brand new strand. You're looking at a 38cm strand. As you can see, you get a lot of Mookaite for your money in this strand. You get, and I've seen some Mookaite strands for jewellery making elsewhere, and it can be quite a considered purchase. It can be quite a considered price. So perhaps you've already got in mind a price that you're thinking, okay, if it goes to a certain price, I would go for it. Given the size, given how large these Mookaite strands are, and this is a genuine gemstone after all. It's a genuine gemstone that actually comes all the way from just one location, all the way from Mooka Creek, all the way from Western Australia. It's the only known location currently. That's one thing about genuine gemstones. Never say never. It could be other locations get discovered one day, but as it currently stands, it is just the Mooka Creek. Beautiful colours, substantial size, almost like a drop pendant look for you. Brand new in, if you've already got your eyes on this strand, you wait till you see the price, because again, I've seen some Mookaite strands elsewhere, and Mookaite can be quite a considered price. So, new in today, are you ready for this price? See, I was expecting, I don't know about you, Linda, for Mookaite, I was expecting a lot more than £10.95.
that size, absolutely more like 17 or 18.
You'd be thinking, like, yeah, you'd be thinking much, much higher, wouldn't you? In the teens, in the 20s maybe, because of the size, because of the amount of mookaite that you're getting here. I mean, you'd only need 1 or 2 for a pendant, really, wouldn't you? I mean, this is a strand that you get it in your stash. This is a strand that's going to last you a very, very long time. And again, as Linda said throughout the show today, once you've made your piece of jewellery, there's actually nothing to stop you remaking it. You take it apart, remake it. So actually, you're going to probably find that these mookaite drops are actually really going to come into their own many, many, many times over. Now, at the moment, we have got many of you on the phone lines using the number on your screen. If you're calling for BT Landline, that call is free. Many of you on the phone lines looking to get these into your collection. Do not hang up, because obviously, if you're watching the catch-up show, if you're watching the repeat, I can't guarantee that we're going to have these in stock. At the moment, you're looking at about 1.5 minutes on the phone lines. Once you press option 1, don't hang up, because obviously, we want you to then confirm with the call centre team. So don't hang up. You can also buy on the web, remember, jewellerymaker.com. It's another way to buy online, but make sure you check your online basket out, okay? Because if you don't, you will miss out on this fabulous deal. Brand new in, a lot of mookaite for your money, £10.95. I can see there's a lot of you loving this. And I think it's only right if you just brought that fabulous new strand of mookaite. And again, don't hang up. There's a lot of you on the lines, about 1.5 minutes on the phone lines. It won't take long to get your call answered. We are going to bring you new in kits, okay? So if you want to add to your brand new in, we have Twilight for you, the Twilight jewellery kit. Take a look at, now this is quite an interesting kit because it contains something a little bit unusual actually. It makes this kit go very much further, but it also takes your jewellery making into maybe a material that perhaps up until now you haven't had the chance to work with. I think this is going to be something very, very special, very individual, and I think this is going to be very, very popular as well because all of our brand new kits have been. This is called it Twilight, and actually the name almost evokes that sort of part of the day where it becomes night because you've got these kind of darker colours, but you've also got quite light colours as well. This is a 3-strand kit. You've got frosted white quartz. I don't know about you, Linda, but the frosted white quartz does it. I love it. Love it. If you think of white quartz and how clear white quartz is, but then when you basically give it a surface, if you kind of matte the surface, almost like sanding it almost, you get this amazing effect, a frosted effect, and it's all faceted as well. So you're going to get just that little kind of, it's not luster as such because of course there isn't a shiny surface for the light to reflect from. But you know that there's surfaces there, you know there's faceting there. The next gemstone, well, we sawed the quartz with the golden rutile inclusions a moment ago in one of the kits. I now have one of possibly my favourite of the quartz family, and it's the rutile quartz. This is black rutile quartz. These are your puffy coins. Every single one of these coins is so different. Every single coin is so unique and so individual. No two can be identical because of those lovely inclusions, those beautiful patterns. But there's a 3rd strand, and when you see the price, you're going to want to ask yourself, how is it that this considerable length of snowflake obsidian can possibly feature in the kit at the price you're going to see today? I mean, it's just phenomenal. I mean, it looks like you've actually got 4 strands because you've basically got that double strand of snowflake obsidian. So, with this kit, you've also got the beading thread and the elastic. You've also got the black rubber with this kit as well, and that's something that's very different, I think, very, very individual. And to go with the black rubber in the silver, because you've got some silver findings in the kit as well, you've actually got some silver rubber bracelet fastener as well, which I think Linda will talk a bit more about when we come to you. Is that all right? Fab. So your silver in the kit. This is beautiful. This is beg your pardon. This is silver-plated copper. Beg your pardon. So you've got silver-plated copper shepherd's hooks and head pins. All of these findings, the crimp beads, the closed jump rings, you get a huge amount, don't you? So when you look at all of the findings there on the chain. Again, look, I nearly missed out on the chain. There's a chain, a substantial chain. So you've got the rubber, you've got the chain, you've got the gemstones, you've got the beading thread, you've got the beading elastic. The rubber bracelet fastener, that is sterling silver. The fastener, the findings are copper-plated silver, but the actual fastener itself is 925 sterling silver. So all of those combined, what would you be imagining as a price? It's a lot of gemstone there, isn't there? It's a lot of gemstone for your money. It's a lot of findings. This is going to be a kit that's going to really take you into many, many aspects of jewellery making. Lots and lots and lots of jewellery making. And you've got genuine gemstone strands. The price today, and it is brand new in today, please place your call. Get clicking on the web. All that you've got in our Twilight Jewellery kit. Genuine gemstones is just, I daren't show Linda this price. Oh no, I know, that possibly the bargain new kit of the day.
It is,
$21.95. All genuine gemstones, silver-plated copper, and there is your silver-plated copper findings, plus of course your rubber, plus the sterling silver fastening. There is the rubber tube. Now, this is an interesting material. So, Linda, you've had a chance to have a work of this kit already. How did you find it?
I found it great. First time I've used the rubber tubing, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's quite quirky.
Yeah, it is quite quirky, but it's not what you see is what you get, to be truthful. It can be used in lots of different ways. Which I think is a joy to find out.
And I like the fact that you've got two necklaces. In fact, this just goes to show, because I think again it was all wound up. You don't quite appreciate just how much you get. You've got enough here for your two necklaces and the bracelet as well.
Absolutely.
That's again, it's taking you a long way. But just to explain, is it just the rubber, or have you used beading thread as well?
In the necklace on that one that I've just used the rubber tubing and the findings in the kit.
Now.
And there's the clasp at the back.
Yeah. This is worth showing, isn't it? Now, presumably, this is the 925 sterling silver rubber fasteners clasp. And presumably, you just push that into the rubber tube.
You just push it into the rubber tubing either side, and then I've just used that little jump ring finding that's on there to just do a little.
And how does it undo?
You just pull it.
Oh, you just pull it?
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously a lot of tension going on there, but you just pull it.
Am I just being a complete wimp?
Probably.
I am, aren't I?
Oh, don't give it to me.
Go on, you're going to show me.
No, yeah, you just give it a pull.
Oh, you actually put it on the rubber? Oh, that's why.
And then
I thought the silver came apart.
No. You pull the rubber off.
So the rubber
that comes off. Oh, I've pulled my dangle off. That comes off. I did actually experiment and put a little bit of what's the word I can use?
I'm
thinking of the trade name, that's why.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, onto it, which makes it a lot more slidability, but don't overdo that because you don't want it to slip too far. But to be truthful, it also stretches, so you know what, you might just get it, if you make it longer, you'll get it over your head and you won't have to worry too much about that, but give it a good pull, trust me, it comes off. The bracelet there, I've actually put elastic through. So I've threaded this snowflake onto elastic and then fed that through. So that goes over the wrist quite easily.
And this necklace is the one...
That one is what I call my stethoscope necklace.
That's so pretty though.
That's got beading thread going through the perimeter of the, going through the hole in the middle.
Yeah.
And then this is, at this point, is obviously then where I'm linking it together.
Yeah.
I then just thread the tube on exactly as if it was a bead, and the pendant at the base as well.
But obviously, this is only part of the entire kit. The the rubber tubing that comes in the kit.
Yeah.
If it was, you know, if you're thinking, well, actually, I want to keep it a bit more traditional, I kind of prefer the beading thread. That's still inside the kit.
Yeah.
If you want chain as well, which is the necklace you saw there,
yeah.
that's again, it's a long chain, isn't it?
Well, that necklace is actually a 3-in-1. Because of the use of the chain. So if we just quickly, can I just bring this over, Tom? Do you mind just quickly demonstrate?
Oh, we'll follow.
Sorry, come on.
Tom's a good egg, isn't he, fella?
Right, so if we take that off, okay, and then take one of these up, okay, you see there's a different design there. We've got chain and
clever.
Gemstone, okay?
Yeah.
So we can have 2 gemstone at the bottom and the chain around the neckline, or just bring the gemstone up to the top around the back of the neck and let the chain flap down. Or cunningly, at this point here, I've put a bolt ring.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we hold on to that bolt ring there, and then at exactly the same point on the other side of the necklace, we link the chain together with a jump ring, we've got a triple neck. That's the beauty of chain. That's the stunning beauty of chain. You can have, you know, this is like what I call a capsule look. It's a holiday look. You've got 3 necklaces in one to take on holiday with you and use for whatever occasion that you need it for.
Fabulous, and because you've got all the gemstones, you've got all of the beading thread, all of that chain in this kit. Remember, this is a brand new kit. It's called the Twilight Jewellery Kit. Again, with the chain, you can see the earrings that Linda has made there. This chain has gone a very long way, Linda, because I'm actually seeing more of the chain in the second pair. Can I put the second pair of earrings next to those? Look, there's another pair of earrings. Look at that. There's this chain. It's almost like the never-ending chain. It just goes on and on. I love these bracelets. I mean, as you know, I adore bracelets, and I adore Linda's particularly, because you always have this. I mean, that's in the kit. Remember, that's the copper-plated stone and silver finding. Gorgeous detailing of the gemstone. So you've got again a mixture of the quartz. You've got the rutile quartz. You've got the snowy obsidian. Again, another pair of earrings. So Linda's managed to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of jewellery for £21.95. So if you're placing your order, well done. You've just got yourself a brand new Twilight jewellery kit. 0800 644 655. Although it is proving very popular, Linda.
I should think so too, because it's beautiful.
It is beautiful and a great price as well. Think about all of the fun you can have in terms of making jewellery. It may be a little bit different using the rubber tubing, because obviously you do have the opportunity, as Linda demonstrated.
Well, it's an option. It's another option for a jewellery maker, isn't it? You know, makes great guys' jewellery, to be truthful.
Well, absolutely, because particularly with the colours. Yeah. It's quite, I was going to say, sufficiently neutral. I'm sure there are plenty, I mean, you know I love bracelets anyway, but I'm sure there are plenty of guys that would wear these sort of stones, these sort of gemstones, perfectly acceptable. And of course, all that you're seeing here from one kit, okay? We haven't added to the kit.
No, not at all.
Okay, we haven't added to the kit. So all the pieces of jewellery you see, all you need to add is your inspiration, your design ideas, and of course the tools. And if you're getting into jewellery making for the very first time and you love the kit, check out our website for our toolkits, or you can speak to the call centre team and add a toolkit in at the very same time. And this is a brand new kit in £21.95. And there is, I know one toolkit's about £9.95, isn't it?
That's right,
and it's that'll get you on your way.
Adequate,
that'll get you on your way. We'll put the details on the screen. There you are. There's a jewellery making toolkit. They're £9.95. Add it onto your order there. Now we've got literally minutes to spare.
Right, let's move.
If you were with us at the start of today's show, we set Linda a challenge. Now we gave Linda I want to say not Florence. Provence.
That's the one.
Wrong country completely. Provence. Ooh la la. We gave her the Sweet Provence jewellery kit. We also gave her the stone silver jump rings, 50 pieces. And then you grabbed hold of the black labradorite, which was the
absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous.
I think it was the early bird deal, wasn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Race by today, isn't it? It's just race by. So in the 4 hours, remember, we've been live since 9 o'clock. Bearing in mind, you've got to factor in the time that I've kept interrupting Linda. You've created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stunning pieces of jewellery. I'm a bit shocked, to be honest. No, honestly, because I kept interrupting you. We did our sterling deals, then we had our polymer clay class come through, and I thought, we're never going to get we're never going to get a challenge. I didn't honestly think you'd get like 2 pieces of jewellery because we kept interrupting you so often. I think this just shows you how easy it is to do.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I was about to say.
So your favourite piece, you shouldn't really say a favourite, should you? But have you got a favourite?
Yes, I have. It's the one with the black labradorite.
I knew you'd go for the black labradorite.
I mean, with the 4mm black onyx, I've made a beady bead down there and just sort of woven around it in like a heart shape with that agate. It looks like a black strawberry.
It does, doesn't it?
I love that labradorite. I was looking, what was it? What was that emerald green gemstone that we had not long ago? That gorgeous emerald malachite green with this black lab.
With this
black labradorite.
Crazy lace.
Wood.
Jack, you're a star.
Thanks,
fella.
Just so beautiful.
Love
I'd
it.
love to have had the opportunity.
Yeah, that
to
was
put
a
that with it.
that was a fab strand.
That would be stunning with that labradorite, wouldn't it?
$5.95 that was as well for the strand.
Amazing.
Gorgeous. I like your bracelet. I like
the big chunky bracelet.
But I love the bracelets anyway, the kind of big chunky look. I love those colours. So, 5 pieces of jewellery in 4 hours. I hope that's just demonstrated. And thank you, by the way, for accepting the challenge and rising to it so well, because obviously, as I say, it kept interrupting. All the details of the kit, the Sweet Provence jewellery kit and the jump rings, they'll be on the website as well now, jewellerymaker.com. That's the details, that's the gemstones in the kit. And possibly, I've got a last, just a quick squeeze in a text. Oh, Jennifer, hi Jennifer. I'm in stitches, you're so funny. Thank you very much. Funny Linda, what a fab duo. It's been a pleasure. I don't know when I'm back again. I hope you've enjoyed the show, because we have, haven't we?
Oh, absolutely, had a ball, yeah.
I know you've loved.
We're getting back very quickly.
We've loved all the deals. Thanks to Jack, thanks to Tom, thanks to all the top team. We repeat the show, of course, afterwards, and just enjoy jewellery making. Check out the website for those incredible deals. But from Linda, from all of us, goodbye for now.
Bye.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or FreeSat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making!
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer,